That's fair.
Yeah, it has been quite a while since our last game. 41 days and 21 hours was the last die roll.
Yeah, Ford had totally forgotten I exist.
Right. So yes, it has been a while since our last game due to illnesses and conventions and all of that sort of thing. But
Holidays.
holidays, yeah. But when last we left, as best as we can recollect,
Huh.
you guys are continuing to push further north to the final resting place of this evil necromancer, Logri the Binder. Had an encounter with an ice worm that destroyed your means of transport, forcing you to travel on foot. And you had come
So
out.
traumatic.
Yeah, it was a series of bad events between the ice worm and then when you finally found a cave in which to rest and recuperate. It was the home to some snow apes. That did a little bit to you, not terrible, but enough where you're like, okay, this is traveling on foot is for the birds. But you pushed on. Traveling further north, you came across a small Hyborian encampment that had been ransacked. No bodies around, a bunch of blood, and some residual necromantic energy was causing at least a few bodies that had been buried under the snow to twitch and kind of move involuntarily in a non-intelligent way, just kind of like grasping out at whatever seemed to be near, clutching at ankles and the like.
Anarchy in Bedrock. Twitch. Twitch.
Yes, but you managed to gather a few supplies from the wrecked crates here, and kind of scouted the area, realizing you were fairly close. Like whatever happened at this encampment happened not terribly long ago. And Clytius' scouting turned up what seemed to be a decent-sized group of undead marching north. And then as the camera kind of panned back, it showed more and more of these groups in various places that were all traveling, seeming to converge on a northern location. And it's a sizable army, but spread out over a vast distance. So the groups are like, 10, 20, maybe 30 undead, but as they continue their march, they are joining up. And by the time they get to wherever it is they're heading, there will probably be thousands of them.
Plus, we at least move faster.
Yeah, you guys are, you're on foot, but you are, not shambling hordes of undead.
Yeah.
Did you say yet?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You guys are aware that whatever residual necromantic energy is around here seems to indicate that bodies that are left too long will just get back up.
Fun.
Fun for the whole family.
What would you guys like to do?
Now, Rory, I'm not an expert when it comes to magic and all this nonsense. But is it safe to say that the person we're trying to find is at the end of wherever these things are going?
Aye, lad. I'd say that's exactly what we're looking at. Clearly, he's calling his forces to him. I suggest we make a lot of haste.
So you're telling me we're going to have to go kill this sorcerer with 5,000 zombies?
Well, I do think perhaps that the goal will be to imprison him again before the shambling hordes reach him.
Oh, a bit of a foot race then.
Aye, it is. And if you see them, they're not exactly in a hurry.
We're not exactly the fastest people either, but I suppose we're going faster than them.
Aye, well, at least we have minds that work, and we can actually, maybe do something to help us out.
Any suggestions?
I do not like any part of this conversation. Not a bit.
Aye, well, understanding, of course, that well, yeah, it's not a good conversation to be having, to say the least, but it's the conversation we'll have to have. Unfortunately, we have to do whatever we can to get as quick as possible to where we have to go. Otherwise, he will have thousands of his zombie servants with him to protect him, and then go conquering.
Well, yes, my understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, but my understanding is this is one of those end of the world things.
It just won't be as quick, I think, as the last one would have been. But this one will be an army of dead that marches on, and everyone they kill joins the army. So you can figure that out. It's
Well,
not.
seeing that we happen to be in this particular world that's coming to an end, maybe we should do whatever we can to prevent it from, ending.
Aye, that's exactly my thought. I'm just a young lad. I got a lot more life to live.
I'm far too wealthy to get dead now. Haven't even got to spend any of my coin yet.
Aye, or take the new ship for a run.
Right?
Exactly.
Well, gentlemen, unless you have any ideas how to get us there faster, I suppose we should get marching.
Let's hoof it.
Well, is there enough material around from that spot where there was a fight in the crates that we could remake our ice canoe?
That's a fine question.
Yeah, well, there's ruined tents which have wood and canvas. There's metal in the case and the cages. You could probably cobble something together. It's just a question as to how long it'll take you.
Aye.
I think any amount of time that we take is going to be offset by the amount of time we save going faster.
Big time.
Yes.
All right. Let's get to work, shall we?
Aye, let's get at it, lads.
All right. So somebody can give me a crafting roll.
Aye, that'll be me.
I'd be happy to assist.
Absolutely.
Can I assist with athletics to help with the heavy lifting?
Sure.
The more the merrier, lads.
I might as well do the same.
Perfect.
You know the old saying, many hands make light work.
Turkey, time to lift something for a living.
Oh, hey, I got a success even.
Alrighty, let me drag up Rory here. Come here, Rory.
Okay, first roll back.
Wise veteran.
Woo!
Wow, very nice.
We are apparently quite
First
determined.
roll back. I've got to save my home.
Claudius really doesn't want to go there.
Claudius really doesn't want to go.
He's picking up the stuff Ragnar's putting down, putting it back.
I like to think like Claudius picks something up, put something over there. It's like, no, he needs it over there.
Yeah. I mean, if we get this built, we get to the necromancer faster, you say.
Titus, the faster we do this, the faster we get back on the ship, and the faster we can leave the cold. Okay.
Yeah. What
Yeah,
difficulty is this?
I'm gonna say it's difficulty 3, but
Really? Oh, we've done this before.
yep. It's just a matter of trying to do it under speed and with, fairly wrecked equipment. But everybody's successes add together. Like, you don't have to get 3 by yourself.
Right.
Yeah, we have 3 already, so as long as you get 1, we're good.
Oh, okay.
Clytius is definitely northbound on a southbound train. Or the other way around, I think.
Southbound on a
it's
northbound train.
Exactly.
We're
yeah.
already north, so
We don't have any momentum.
I wanted to go south, but the train we're on is going north.
Yeah.
literally.
So, actually, since we need this to happen, I think I'm going to give Chris a doom for an extra dice.
Okay, perfect. Everybody remember as well to reset your fortune.
Yep. So I will do that with the 3 dice. Momentum. So do I put that in the doom box for rolling, or do I put that in the momentum box?
In the doom box.
Okay. Won't accidentally take you to 13 by accident again. All right. 1 in the doom box. Bum, bum, bum. All right. Everyone crush fingers.
No problem.
Whew, fuck. That was a good thing I got the 3rd dice.
And because of Wise Veteran, you do have the option to re-roll the 14s if you like.
Absolutely. Because,
Wait for the complications. Let's go.
That's right. This could give us an extra momentum, and we can then actually use that to speed up the time, I think, yes?
Correct.
Yeah. All right, so we'll try those 14s again, see what happens.
Hey,
Infinitely better.
Boom!
that?
So 3 from you, 3 from the help, 6 total. So 3 momentum. You can spend 2 of those to speed up the time if you like.
What do you say, the gentlemen?
Yeah. Let's get a move
sure.
on.
All right, we will do that.
Perfect. All right.
Well, we have 1 copper still.
All right. So yeah, you guys. The last time you built one of these, you were out in the middle of the woods. This time, you've got some actual material to work with. Some metal from the cages that you can sharpen into like kind of better blades for the skis. Some wood, some actual canvas for the sail.
Yeah, none of this hype shit.
And having done this before, it does go much faster, and it also seems to be a sturdier vessel.
Sweet. Screw you, Iceworm.
I wonder if we could make a business out of building these things.
Aye, it is. I think there's a ripe enterprise for it. That's certainly something the other Northlanders haven't discovered.
I think the customer base would be awful slim, Captain.
Probably right, Gladys.
Aye, well, we'd probably get paid in animal pelts, aye?
Well, they sell well.
Aye, it is. Definitely could make a nice trade down south.
All right.
All right, time to saddle up. I believe we're Clytius will be driving. Aye.
Yep.
Perfect. All right. So basically, stat-wise, I'm going to treat this as a canoe, maybe a little bit bigger.
Mm-hmm. Sweet.
Ice Canoe Mark II.
Yep. So it does have the traits of portage and agile.
Ooh, we got some traits on this guy. Nice.
Yeah, I figured if we're going to do this, we may as well just use the boat rules from the pirate book.
Hell yeah. Because yeah, in many ways it's not that different because we're just going over ice and snow instead of water. I guess technically it is water.
Right. So agile essentially basically means it can move additional zones every time it takes a movement action. So that's to symbolize how fast this vessel is. And
Nice.
yeah, and portage means that you guys can working together pick it up and carry it if you need to.
Oh yeah.
All right. So yeah, by like several hours later, because you're not sure if it's evening, nighttime, daytime, you haven't seen the sun in weeks. But after a couple of hours, you've got this vessel ready to go. You've got your supplies loaded into it, and you guys are ready to set off. I will get Clytius to give me a sailing roll.
Okay.
Difficulty is 2, goes down to 1 because of your talent.
Excellent.
Can Caro assist?
Yeah, the vessel's big enough that you can assist. It's got a sail and a rudder, so.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
Almost.
All right. This one seems to handle much better than your more crudely fashioned original vessel.
Excellent.
We knew what we wanted to change, and so we changed it.
That's right. So you
Now we have cup holders.
set off across the frozen wastelands, heading further and further north. Are you circumventing the undead? Or are you trying to catch up with them?
I imagine we'd go around them.
Yeah, I'd rather not even like potentially deal with them yet. I'd just rather get around them and go deal with the main guy.
I ought to leave ourselves a target for whatever necromancy is leading this.
That, and who knows if they have means of they probably have archers. We don't know.
Yep.
I'd rather not risk taking fire.
Mm-hmm.
We just built this thing. We don't need it to get hurt.
So as you guys travel, and it is still quite some time. But as the hours pass, you sleep when you feel you need to, start the journey again. You do notice that the kind of the star map that is on the horn. The lights on it are growing brighter as you travel. And it is also getting colder. I need everybody to give me a difficulty 2 resistance test.
I believe it's 1 for me, right?
It is 1 for you.
Yeah.
Resistance.
Resistance.
That thing that may or may not be futile.
Yeah. Oh, fortune that baby up. You said that was 2, eh? Difficulty 2?
Difficulty 2.
Okay.
I'll take
I'm
the
good.
momentum.
Actually, let's just spend a fortune. Still roll it, but
I'll get 3 and generate 1.
Look at that.
Oof. Ragnar generates a bunch.
Alrighty.
You
Resist.
guys, this is a good way to keep warm while we're going.
Let me see. I think will spend my fortune.
I know a few good ways to keep warm, but I don't think any of them are happening around here.
Mm-hmm. Well, there it is.
Half an hour in, we spent 3 fortune. Not a good start.
It's what they're there for. I mean, you don't want to like start losing body parts because you're frozen.
There is that. All right, I gotta go get the boy. I'll see you guys soonish.
Okay.
All right.
A lot of ones so far.
It's all that fortune.
That's the
Oh,
fortune.
right. Yeah, I was just to say it's like
1, 2. I got my 3.
I rolled the 1, then I rolled then I got the fortune.
I mean, I'd re-roll the 15 because I have Hardy, but I don't want to jinx it.
Yeah, target number 10, so only like a 50% chance of getting another success.
Yeah.
Is that a natural one from Berkey?
It is.
Look at him go. I'm proud of him.
So it is cold enough that like when you guys get up after your rest, like your water skins, your wine skins are frozen solid.
Uh-oh.
What about the rum?
The rum, it's not yet cold enough to freeze the rum.
Ah, we're saved.
Oh god, yes. Well, if it gets cold enough to freeze the rum, we're probably dead.
What about my mead?
Your mead would be slushy.
That's fine. I'll still drink that out of the horn. Eat that more like it's more like a snow cone.
You're probably used to it.
Yeah, it's fine.
And Ragnar, since you are kind of used to the cold, this is the coldest you have ever felt. It is an unnatural cold that like seeps into your bones.
God, I can't wait to go home where it's warm.
But pick up. You figure at this point you're probably ahead of the undead hordes.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
Dun, 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 dun.
And using the star map and the sunglass that Clytius picked up quite a while ago to navigate with, you don't have too much difficulty. What strikes you as you travel is, I mean, your travels through the Northlands have been, you've run into, bears and snow apes and giants and a variety of different types of northern life. As you get further and further north, there is none of that.
Not even trees.
What few trees you find, some of the trees are actually starting to splinter as the sap freezes.
Lovely.
And it is frightfully cold. Like, you guys spend the majority of your time in your vessel, like, huddled up underneath the furs and the blankets, trying to maintain some semblance of body heat.
Wow. Well, that's not good.
Not at all.
And it actually gets to the point where, Clytius, you notice that you're having trouble with the vessel because the canvas is starting to solidify.
Fuck.
And there is no doubt at all in Rory's mind that this is sorcerous in nature. But at the end of 3 rest periods worth of travel, you can see on the horizon, like for the longest time, ever since this thing began, it's been dark. There's been no sign of the borealis. There's been no sign of the stars really. But on the horizon, you can see a deep blue glow.
Mm. Well, I'm sure that's not natural. Well, all right then, lads. I guess we just keep going until we get there.
Just in case the worst happens, it's been an honor.
It is. Let's see how bad it's going to get.
Well, I'm sure as fuck not planning to die in this hellhole.
Well, true. If something does happen, you can just freeze, and maybe we can get you reanimated later.
See, I don't have an issue with dying. My issue is having nobody left to tell my story.
Ah. Well, there is that.
So if I live, I'll be doing both of us a favor.
Yes. See, my people often don't make it to old age. Some do, but a lot of us die young. So death isn't really a worry, because if we die with weapon in hand, we go to paradise. It's the legacy we leave behind that's really the issue here.
Hmm.
The stories of our deeds. If nobody's around to tell the story, what was the point in the first place?
Aye.
I've seen a lot of men die some pretty ignoble deaths on the sea.
So as you guys continue on, you can see Clytia, since you're a skilled navigator and there's a little bit of light to see by. It seems like up ahead, maybe a couple of miles, you can see the ridge line of what looks like a crater. And that seems to be where where this bluish light is emanating from.
Well, I will aim to not sail into that.
Sail just adjacent. We can have a look.
Sure.
Is the glowy thing? Is it bright and brighter and brighter?
Not necessarily. Like, it's not getting brighter, other than the fact that you're getting closer to the source.
Right.
And as you kind of carefully skirt around this crater to try to get a point where you can get like a good shot, and it is kind of carved into like there's a couple of mountains on some of the sides, so it's got some elevation that you can get to look down into it if you so choose. Ragnar, you can give me a survival roll.
All right.
So thinking about it for a second, you realize that if the river of death is like the River of Death is this larger glacier that serves as the boundary between Hyperborea and Asgard.
Yeah.
If you think of that as an actual river, this location would be the head of the river, where that river starts from. It's like the very tip of that particular glacier.
Okay.
So you now know that you are as far north as any of your people have ever gone. And as you kind of scud around, kind of get to an elevated position to look down into this pit, you can see probably about 100 feet down the outline of a structure, still largely encased in ice. A huge pit has been dug around it, and as you look, you see hundreds of walking dead kind of laboring at chipping away the icy walls to excavate this location. They don't have any tools or anything. They are basically just pawing at it with their claws, and where they've succumbed to frostbite and frozen tissue, like the stumps of their wrists, and the broken fragments of their arms are what they're using as tools to dig through this ice.
Dear Lord.
That's got to really slow things down once they get down to the elbow.
They're basically just like pawing at this ice to excavate this building.
How much of it's uncovered?
Currently, it looks like part of the front entrance is uncovered, but the rest of it is close enough to the surface you can make out the structure under the ice.
Hmm. Oy.
I've seen enough. I don't.
So, potentially less of an army, more of a digging crew.
You know what would be really nice is one of them fancy snowstorms. Fill this hole right in with snow. Pack it all down good.
Binder is still an issue.
But it would, unfortunately, pack us in too.
Well, we're not in the hole yet.
If I summon something, it emanates from me. So we'll get caught in it.
Oh, I
Yes.
wasn't talking about magic. I don't know anything about that.
That's why any other time I've tried it, we've been in a position of safety. Like the cave.
And a moving heart.
Yeah. So I would view it as a last ditch choice. If we needed to try to do something because we're not winning, then perhaps it's something to consider.
That and the binder would still be an issue.
Exactly. It doesn't solve the problem. It might just delay the problem. And as we know, he's got plenty more undead servants coming to dig.
Well, they're all down there. Does it look like there's any openings on the upper parts of the structure?
They're not, like, there is no upper part of the structure. Like, everything other than kind of one of the entrances is still encased in ice. So, I mean, you could get to the upper levels, but you would have to dig or chop through like several feet of ice to get to anything.
How many zombies seem to be around this particular door opening?
Not many. They seem to be focusing on kind of like digging out the rest of the structure from the ice.
Right.
So there are hundreds of them, but they're scattered around in small pockets here and there, and
Right.
they do seem completely fixated on digging and excavating. Like, you
Yeah.
know, you literally you see one of them, like, as it's digging, its arm just snaps and it just starts pawing at it with, like, what remains of the limb.
Right. Well, I guess you got to admire dedication. So, lads, I was thinking, perhaps, where they're so fixated on what they're doing and in the groups, we might be able to get to that sort of almost open door and just kind of sneak through them, and hopefully they'll pay no mind, and we can then levy the door open and then make sure that it's well shut behind us.
Yep, we should have brought more rum.
Oh, well, maybe there's some nice fancy aged rum inside there, huh?
Oh, don't toy with me.
I mean, come on.
It's not the day for that.
Wouldn't it be great to find a nice sealed cask with like 1,000-year-old rum? That would be amazing.
I don't know, that might be a bit too old.
Oh no, laddie. It'll be like a sweet golden syrup. Dun, 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 dun.
Well, Clytius is going to pour us a drink for the road, I think.
Aye.
I just outstretch the horn, like reach the horn out.
Okay.
Yeah.
No worries. So the horn is oddly still warm to the touch.
I like to think that, like, as we've been getting closer, I've just kind of been using it to like warm my hands.
And yeah, it is definitely not just like not as cold as everything else, but actually warm, and it is warm enough to kind of warm your hands on and thaw out your water skins and that sort of thing.
Yeah, I imagine like I pass it around, like, here. And it's a little bit of comfort that we have here.
Lovely.
We who are about to die salute you.
Mazel tov.
Skull.
Alrighty, so what is your plan?
See where we
Apparently,
start?
we're going to do something colossally stupid, like go down there and try and bullshit our way through the door.
Well, I mean, if we head down and we're not particularly stealthy or anything, then if they do notice and try to disengage from their digging, come to us, well, we can just retreat and go, well, that was a bit different.
All right. Would you like to take your vessel down? Or would you like to slide down? Or would you like to climb down?
I think we should probably leave the vessel anchored up here.
Yeah, there's probably no getting it back out of that hole.
Aye.
And whatever happens, if we make it out, we definitely don't want to be sticking around.
Aye. We need to hightail it. Alright, so that's decided. We're not going to do that, so anchor this thing right nice in case it gets windy.
Fair enough.
Aye. Unfurl the sails and do all the things.
Okay. All right. And as you're looking at the pit, like it's not like a sheer cliff. It does have a bit of a gradient to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's way too steep and icy to just walk down,
Uh-huh.
but you could slide down to the bottom in a relatively uncontrolled fashion, or you could try to climb down in a more controlled fashion.
Crazy carpets. Well, yeah. I guess climbing, because controlled is probably better than uncontrolled.
Yeah.
So that'll be a thing. Oh, let's see. I wonder which shitty skill that I have that's going to use.
Climbing uses athletics.
Oh, yeah, okay. No problem. Heck, even if I spend a talent, I wouldn't get 2 on that. Oh, well. All right. So, yeah, athletics,
Yep. Difficulty is 2.
of course. Well, we got lots of momentum. Alrighty. Well, those of you that are more athletically inclined, you might as well go first, and then that way you can catch me.
All right, I'll give it my best.
And you and your strong back.
My difficulty is reduced by 1.
All right.
Mm.
Human spider.
Dun, dun, dun,
It's a good one.
dun, 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 dun.
Right.
Oh.
So 2 successes becomes
That becomes 5. Yep.
5.
All right.
So
Anything you need to spend the momentum for?
so you can spend momentum to kind of increase your scope of success if you want to help a couple of people get down safely.
Yeah.
Yay! Yeah, spend them excess momentums.
Yep. So yeah, so
Oof.
Ragnar takes the slidey way down.
I like to think like he went to start climbing and then he's like, fuck it, and he's just gonna use like his axe to try and like rudder himself.
Oh
Oops.
no.
Oh god. Poor Berkey.
Oh,
I'm-
buddy.
I'm going to use 2 momentum for mine.
Okay. You don't have to roll because Clytius can help you.
Oh, okay.
'Cause
Cool.
he had 2 overflow, so with that 2, he can basically assist you and Karo in getting to the bottom.
Excellent.
I like to think Berkey got confused when he saw Ragnar slide.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh, is that how we're doing it?"
Boom, 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 boom. Ouch.
That's a fairly shitty roll, though. So it's only oh, that is 5. So as you slide down, Ragnar, you're going to take 3 vigor,
Ouchie.
and poor Berkey takes 5, which is enough to cause a wound to him.
Would the armor absorb any of that?
No, armor does not help with falling damage.
Okie dokie. Well,
That's
that's
falling. Oh my god. What happened?
You're just in time.
We're going into a pit.
Oh,
So yes, so just to catch Tony up, after traveling for several days through the bitter cold, you guys arrived at this pit, a couple of mountains kind of bordering it, and inside the pit there was a large structure still mostly encased in ice. One of the entrances has been partially dug out. hundreds of mindless undead digging away using like their fingers or the stumps of their arms to chip away at the ice to excavate this thing. The group has anchored the vessel up top of this pit and has decided to climb down to the structure. Clytius is a skilled enough climber that he assisted you and Rory in getting to the bottom. But Ragnar and Berkey started to climb and then kind of slid down to the bottom, getting a little banged up in the process.
Oof.
It was fun though, so.
And you guys notice, like, as Berkey is like wildly out of control on his descent, a couple of the undead, as he passes them, they kind of like absently kind of like stab at him with their like stubby arms or gnash at him with their teeth, but they don't pursue or anything of that nature. They just kind of like, when it's in their immediate vicinity, they lash out.
Right.
But they don't otherwise react.
Gotcha. It's like the protect self, but don't stop what you're doing.
Yep, and you don't even think it's a protect, it's more just an instinct.
Gotcha. Living thing, kill it.
Yep.
Brains.
But
Imhotep?
Modab.
But some of you battered and some of you bruised, and Berkey's shoulder hanging at an odd angle. You guys have made it down to the bottom of this icy pit.
I will attempt to fix Berkey.
Okay.
Poor Berkey.
Wait on this.
I'll get him patched up here. Doctor.
I think at this point, pretty much everybody has a treated wound or trauma on them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
The trauma. That was a drinking session to cover that over. Shit, I don't know. Look at my talents. What have I got? Anything? What?
Difficulty is equal to the number of wounds he has, so 1.
Okay. That's fine. Probably I don't really need the healing bag, I don't think. Realistically. And he's not drugged. Huh. I have to keep remembering that. I have this talent called Avoid Danger, where you recognize various environmental risks and know how to mitigate them. You may substitute your healing skill for survival for the purpose of avoiding hazards.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah, I have to keep remembering that I have that. Okay, well, I'll just I'll scrape a momentum then, and I'll get it rolling extra dice. And so I get a re-roll. All right.
I would think that would be like going off constantly. the last 2 or 3 days.
Oh my god, the spider sense is off! Alright. There we go.
Alright, so you can treat 1 wound and 1 more for every momentum you spend. You don't need to, but... so yeah, you kind of like give him something to bite down on.
Mm-hmm.
Snap that collarbone back into place.
He's like, "Alright, lad, no, don't do that again."
I'll try not to. Thank you. I think I owe you several drinks when we get someplace.
Aye. It'll be good. They had a great time, laddie.
But yes, the undead do not seem to react at all to your presence.
Yeah. Clearly they have their marching orders. But
and the entrance to this structure that you guys can easily make your way to is a pair of huge stone doors marked with runes.
Oh boy.
All right, Roy. Any idea what that says?
Alright, well,
It says the evil things in here.
let me get up my runic translation book and we'll have a look. Alright, Chris, what would that be to try to figure out what that is?
It would be lore. It's actually it's not a language, so it'd be lore.
Okay, I have lore, so that's good.
Certainly, I have lore as well.
Excellent.
You spend a couple moments looking at it, and you can tell like it's not any language; it's more symbology.
Mm-hmm.
Do not dead open inside, I think is what it says.
Probably yes. Or cursed be all who enter. Difficulty?
Difficulty for this will be 3.
Okay. So that's a daunting. Okie dokie, I get an assist.
Seems fair. I feel daunted.
There you go. So, wonderful. Thank you, Caro. And oh dear, how lucky do I feel? Well, I'm gonna steal the 3 momentum and roll 5 dice. So let's do that then.
You can re-roll 20 and 16 if you like.
Okay. What does that?
I have Wise Veteran, so anything I assist with, everyone can re-roll any dice.
Oh, well, bless you.
Which is why I'm trying to assist on every roll I possibly can.
Yeah. Although granted, I think I'm going to let the 16 stand, just because I don't want it to accidentally turn into a 20. So I'll just re-roll the 20. Now we're going to have a complication, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean the 20 can't get any worse.
Exactly. There. Ding. Gain the momentum. Well, 2 actually, because one from Caro, so that makes 5 successes.
Perfect. All right. So as you look at it, it is definitely this is like a warding rune.
Yeah.
Definitely meant to keep something within,
Right.
contained.
Uh-huh.
And it does look like there are slight cracks in it,
Oh.
which seems to be where that blue light that you saw was emanating. You would guess that blue light is the discharge of the magical energy.
Okay. So basically, it's been rent already.
Yes.
Okay. All right, gentlemen. After having a look at the runes, essentially they're a ward to keep whatever is inside on the inside. However, the blue light that we saw flashing in the distance was apparently the ward itself cracking. It is now rent, so it is no longer active.
I don't suppose you know how to put it back together.
I do believe that is probably beyond my ability.
Right. So then open the door, go kill what's inside. Is that your advice?
It does seem to be the thing, but less about killing, more about we have the what is it? The souls,
The Orb of Souls.
the orb of souls. So that has to be used to re-imprison him back into another line of descent.
Right. And you happen to know how to use this thing, yeah.
Well, I'm reasonably certain that I can probably make it work. But the question is, could it be me or does it have to be Ragnar?
Well, I would ask you that particular question. And you would tell me the answer, and then that's what we do.
Aye. So I will think on that, Chris.
Okay.
What would you like me to roll?
That would definitely be a sorcery roll.
Okie dokie. All right, roll some sorcery. Difficulty?
The difficulty for this we'll say it's only difficulty 1.
Yeah, because I'm just determining whether or not I might be able to do it as opposed to trying to do it. All right, I'll throw a couple momentum on that just for shits and giggles, because why not?
Uh-oh.
Holy dear God Almighty!
At least you weren't casting a spell.
I know, my brain probably exploded.
Seems like a great idea.
All right, so I can spend some momentum to do re-rolling?
No, talents are for rerolls.
Oh, gotcha. All right. I don't have that for sorcery. Shit balls.
But as you're thinking about it, you do remember back when you guys kind of traveled, like was it atavistic voyage? Basically, when you traveled through time to the previous people who imprisoned Logri.
Mm-hmm.
So you know that essentially the orb gets activated, and then somebody volunteers to tie their life force to the binding.
Right.
It doesn't kill them. It just means that when they die, the spell is undone, or when their line dies out, the spell is undone.
Aye. All right.
So they do not have to be the same person.
Okay. Now, from a game mechanic point of view, is this going to be like a sorcery roll or something else, or?
It is a sorcery roll to activate it, but
Right.
it is voluntary as who decides to tie their fate to that.
Gotcha. All right. So basically, then I could turn it on and activate it, and then someone else could step up with a plate if they want to, and say, "Hey, I'll take the ball," and then they become the thing.
Exactly.
Okie dokie.
But as you start to think on this, there is a flash of blue energy as the remaining magical binding dispels into the ether. There's like a thrumming sound and a rumbling, and then a flash of the blue light, and then darkness. But you can tell now that whatever magical binding was left upon this tomb has now been dissipated.
All right. Well, there's no excuse to not go in now.
Claudius, I don't suppose you can open these doors. They're pretty big doors.
You can do it. Put your back into it.
For sure, I'll give her a try.
The doors open surprisingly easily.
I was afraid you were going to say that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's keeping them closed that's hard.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Are they pushing? Are they pushing or pull out?
They pull out.
Okay.
Of course they do. Quitter doors.
And it's very similar to like when you go to pick up the milk carton that you think is full and it's empty.
Okay.
The door open.
But the door slides open easily and noiselessly.
Oh boy.
Good, at least there wasn't like an earth-shattering slam. I very appreciate that.
There is the kaboom, the earth-shattering kaboom.
I'll be right back. 1 minute.
Okay. And before you, I assume like somebody lights up a torch.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Before you is a long corridor with carvings along the lengths.
Mm-hmm.
Out of like the corner of your eye, just as you're kind of glancing in, you can see that these carvings seem to tell the story of Logri the Binder. There are symbologies referencing his magical power. There's the symbol of Naharliothetep. There's another symbol that you obviously take to mean the Orb of Souls. And then there are carvings depicting destruction of cities and armies of the dead marching to war. The floor of this chamber is broken in several places. And when you just kind of casually glance down, you don't see anything underneath those gaps in the flooring.
Oh boy. Almost.
But there is a foul stench emanating from the gaps. And
Of course there is.
And you can hear whispered voices.
Oh, fuck.
Moving underneath this corridor.
Gee, would that be similar to the ghostly things we dealt with?
Very similar.
Gotcha. Fuck. That was nasty. Well, I think the first order of priority is we have to make sure that the door behind us is secure, so hopefully they can't get into it.
Well, let's try to rig something up then.
Aye.
Yep. It closes just as easily as it opened.
Mm-hmm. Right. Is there a way to bar it?
There are basically like handles on the inside.
Mm-hmm. So
You,
shove something through.
you could shove something through it, or tie a rope around the handles or something. It's relatively easy to secure.
Mm-hmm. That's what
All right, let's do that.
Yep.
Give me a crafting roll. That'll just basically set the difficulty should something try to break through.
Crafting roll?
Yep.
Okay. We got what? 4 momentum. Okay. You're attempting to assist. Yay. I will. There it is. What difficulty?
It's difficulty 0. The number of successes you guys accumulate will set the difficulty for anything trying to break through.
Gotcha. Alrighty. So spending some fortune is what you're saying, or maybe even momentum. Let's do the momentum thing. We've got what, 4? All right. I'll spend 2.
Okay.
I'm back.
Hey.
They're just securing the door closed behind you.
Reroll as many as you like.
Yes. Well, fuck. Go for balls out and take the 3 of them. Deal with whatever comes up. Oh boy. Boop. Better. Way better.
Much better. Right. So it's going to be difficulty 3 for anything that tries to break through your barricade.
Good. Solid.
That's solid, yeah.
Yep. What is it? For the most part, difficulty 3 means spending momentum or doom to have a good chance at it. So
Bing, bing, bing.
3 is a good solid number.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So you close the doors behind you, and you barricade it with some scrap and some rock and stone and ropes that you happen to have, locking yourself in with whatever might be down here.
Well, yes, but we knew that was going to happen.
One of many bad choices today, maybe.
Yeah. The life choices haven't been great.
And before you is a long corridor with carvings running along its lengths. Here and there, holes into nothingness in the floor. A foul stench emanating from them, and ghostly whispers coming up through the floor.
All right, lads, be careful. Remember the time when we were trying to cross the bridge into the city? Aye, this is the same kind of things. Don't listen to their whispers. They'll try to lure you to your death.
I don't know why we're going to her death on purpose.
Well,
Save them the trouble. We're on our way.
well, I would say it's probably a way then to, thin out the herd or the horde that might be coming. Who knows?
Yeah, there's nothing for it. Let's get going.
I mean, if it was the zombie hordes coming in, they'd probably lose a whole bunch of them to these holes.
So who is going first?
I suppose I'll go.
Let's just say, you want to rock, paper, scissors?
Okay.
Claudius has got all the talents, so.
True.
Give me a difficulty 2 acrobatics test.
Oh, God. Oh, this is going to suck.
I think I missed part of that. What was it, Chris?
Difficulty 2 acrobatics.
Ugh.
And if you've got Message Runner, go down by 1.
I do.
You are fast and nimble on your feet.
Da, da, da.
Yeah. And I gotta reroll. There we go. 2.
Perfect.
Put another momentum in the pot.
So you kind of pick your way across, and as you're crossing, because you're carrying the torch, you notice that the holes in this flooring, either there's nothing underneath this floor, and those holes just open up into nothingness, or whatever is down there is absorbing the light.
Oh, boy.
You're not sure which is more comforting.
I know which is less comforting.
Both of them?
Yeah. Not even gonna contemplate on it.
Yeah, both? Why not both? Both.
Well, let's toss a rope to Claudius and kind of one by one make our way over.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. So with the rope, it is a difficulty 0 acrobatics test, so you can make it across without rolling. If you want to try to generate momentum, you're certainly welcome to do so.
I will make it across without rolling.
Yeah, the no rolling thing. Yeah, I like that. Mm. Yeah.
I'll just lay on the ground and he can pull me over.
Okay. Yeah, 0 expertise and a TN of 10. You're like, nothing. Or sorry, 8. You're like, no, thank you.
So with the help of the rope, I imagine probably anchored by Clytius and Ragnar,
Mm-hmm.
you guys manage to carefully pull your way across. And there's a couple of times where you almost slip, and if it wasn't for that rope, you're like, you don't want to even contemplate as to what might have befallen you.
Yeah, don't even want to stick a toe in that.
And you can tell that, like, when you come close to falling into one of those holes in the floor, the voices seem to kind of circle that area like sharks under the surface. But between Clytius, Ragnar, and the rope, you guys do manage to get across.
Dun, dun, dun.
Let's go to my homeland, Ragnar says. What could go wrong, Ragnar says. It'll be fine, Ragnar says.
Oh, well, you can't say you hadn't had your share of adventure.
Well, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, right?
I could stand a little less.
Aye, well, I would prefer at this point in time to have my adventuring be restricted to bars and brothels. But, what do you do?
There's plenty of adventure to be had in bars and brothels.
Oh, it is.
I heard that piracy can be fun. Lots of adventure to be had there.
Exactly. Well, that's why we all chose to become pirates, I suppose, aye? Or at least managed to enjoy the life we found ourselves stuck in.
Yeah, some of us chose, some of us got recruited at the end of a cutlass, but who's asking?
Aye, exactly. I know for
Alright,
me it
let's
was.
get this done, I guess.
Aye. Hey, Chris.
Yep.
The rope that we used, can we actually just attach it to, like, the door and then dragged it, like, with him and then secure it on something else on the other side of the hallway?
Yeah, absolutely. That way, in case you need to get out in a hurry.
Absolutely.
That's genius.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that.
Whoop, whoop.
It gives the added effect too of making those doors just a little bit harder to pull open.
Mm-hmm. And I'm confident. I feel optimistic that we are going to survive this. Well, not really, but okay.
We're all saying the same thing. Oh, yeah, this will be a cakewalk.
Yeah, we're gonna need this, boys, when we come out. Oh yeah.
Yeah, right.
All right. So as you push on with the flickering light of Clytius's torch, the only source of light down here, and it kind of glistens, and you can see like the structure is definitely worked. It is definitely man-made. You would guess probably a tomb, like whoever Logri's followers after he was defeated probably brought his body here to rest in state, as it were.
Ah.
Judging from the like the pictographs and the imagery that kind of align the walls, it kind of tells a little bit of the history. And this kind of narrow tunnel that you're going down comes to a slightly wider, almost like a crypt. And as you look in, Clytius in the lead, you can see that this room that this tunnel leads to is packed with corpses. Hundreds of corpses.
Oh dear.
Preserved by the cold, but so tightly packed together that your light doesn't penetrate more than 5 feet into this room.
Aye. These
Yeah.
are
Definitely
probably
a
the
theme.
probably the poor sods that built this place.
And as you kind of like ponder this for a second, you can see that they do all have like iron slave collars around their necks.
Uh-huh. Aye, well. They built it, they probably died here, and then they're going to be probably a small force of undead for the binder when he comes awake.
Yeah, it really makes you wonder how somebody like that manages to attract followers in the first place. I know he's got his freaky magic powers or whatever, but I mean, other than that, like, you gotta have somebody behind you before that, right?
Aye, well, maybe, well, he's powerful. It's probably ruled through fear, I would think. So, I mean, we all see how that works. Anywhere you look in Hyboria, there's always somebody somewhere who convinces people that their way is right and that they should be, the leader, and that, let's do all these bad things, and everyone's like, okay, we're on board with that. And well, guess what? It's just it's the thing about the humans.
Well, I mean, we've convinced a fair few people to do some bad things ourselves.
Aye, tis. I probably even enjoy it.
Regardless, how do we get through this room?
I know, that's a real good question.
And are these things going to wake up?
That's another good question. Although,
I don't know. How do you pick a dead guy out from a not dead guy?
well, no, but the thing is, I would postulate at this point in time that they're frozen. Even magically, I do not think that it would. Well, you never know. Stranger things have been known to happen. It's not like I really know that much about the undead. Aye, but I guess we're going to have to attempt to move bodies. We could start dragging them out and throwing them down the hole.
What?
Why? Back where we left the rope. I just start dragging some bodies out and toss them down one of those holes.
We don't even know what's down those holes.
Wouldn't that make it worse?
Sounds like it'd make it worse.
Hard to say. Well, or at least we could do one and see what happens.
Just poke one and see if it moves.
Aye. Fair.
I will poke the nearest corpse.
I was going to say, you're our best poker, though.
Right. So you poke one of the corpses and give me an observation test.
Just a nice little jab with the old cutlass.
And as you jab it, there is a solidity to it. Like these things, since they are devoid of body heat, are frozen solid.
Great.
Yeah, didn't get any worse.
You hear like a click of like teeth chattering together from somewhere deeper in the mass of corpses.
They're definitely not very limber.
Oh, God. What is it? Someone thawing out? What the hell? Oh, dear.
We're going to have to clamber over these things, aren't we?
I don't know if we can. It doesn't seem like the light's getting through halfway through. I'm going to have to move and dig some things out.
It's basically like a cave-in of frozen bodies.
Aye. So basically we have to dig.
I hate all of this.
Aye. I can't see it going well. But, like I said, that's what I was suggesting with the holes. That that way we can just remove them and don't have to worry. We can just make a path through and be done.
Well, let's just start stacking them on the side of the tunnel first and see if we run out of room before we start playing with holes that go nowhere.
Aye. All right, then. We're going to attempt to bring order to the mass of bodies.
All right.
Get a little Tetris going.
All right. So as you start to try to move the bodies, you realize that by and large they are frozen into a solid mass.
Ugh.
Yep, we're going to have to clamber over them.
Either that or just start hacking, and like you can't pull entire bodies out, but you could try to pull pieces out.
Oh.
We do have a couple axes. Is there a way to crawl through, Chris?
You can try to crawl through or over. It'll probably be time consuming and a little bit grotesque. But on the plus side, it is a solid mass, so you don't have to worry about like sinking into it or anything.
Mm.
It's probably just as fast to crawl over them as cut our way through them.
Aye.
Right.
And I suppose if there's anyone that tries to attempt to follow us, at least this will be a barrier. Ugh,
We'll see if we can make our way through, Chris.
Alrighty.
lordy, lordy, lordy.
So bad.
Who would like to go first?
Well, Claudius has a torch. Might as well. I mean,
I accept.
Oh no, he definitely said who would like to go first.
oh, sorry, I misunderstood. He said who was going first, not who was going to go first.
Yes, that's correct. That's how the wording was. I don't know. I don't make the questionnaire.
All right, Ragnar, if you want to give it a shot.
Oh, I'll go first. What are we rolling?
It would be your choice of acrobatics or athletics.
Yeah, I guess I'll roll athletics.
What difficulty?
Difficulty is 2.
Ugh. Well, I think it's 1 for Clytius either way, right?
For Clytius, is difficulty 2 athletics, difficulty 1 acrobatics.
Oh, well, okay then. Kind of makes maybe that easier? Yeah.
Well, the thing is, my if I succeed at all on athletics, I get a bunch of extra successes.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put you back into it.
Ah, that's good enough. We won't tempt that one.
Although in that athletics attempt, I'm curious as to whether or not Clytius could widen the way as he's going.
It's a good roll. So that's going to be 6 on a difficulty 2, so 4 momentum.
Yep. So you could spend 2 momentum to create an advantage, which will make things easier for everybody else.
Hells yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
And you do, as you're clambering over these and kind of like using your just raw physical power to kind of like push frozen corpses aside to make things a little bit easier for the rest that are clambering over. There are the occasional ones. Not all of them are completely dead. So there is like the occasional like gnashing of teeth or like poking at you with bony fingers from within the corpse pile.
I have many knives at my disposal, Chris. Anybody that gets bitey is gonna get a stabbing.
Stabby.
So you do clear a path to the best of your ability, and on the other side of this slave catacomb, the corridor continues on.
Back, down, mine.
All right. So whoever would like to go next, difficulty is dropped down to 1 because of the path that Clytius has made.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Ragnar makes his way through, and again, there is some like clawing and biting at you, but nothing that is close enough to actually hinder you in any way.
I like to think I'm just using the axe to like hook on to like frozen bodies and just pull myself up more.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well, I'll go next.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of shut my eyes and bolt my way through, trusting on my luck.
Their body.
Chris, I'll spend 2 momentum for fortune.
It's 3.
I thought it was 2.
Nope, it's 3.
It's so long since we played this.
A 1 for 3 trade.
Oh, it is 3. Yeah. Does anyone need momentum right now?
Well, I would like to roll at least 1 extra dice, so
So if I leave you 1, you're good.
that would be lovely.
Okay. I'll spend 3 for our fortune.
Okay.
Good thing you remembered that. 2 successes. So 1 momentum, I guess.
Yep. Perfect.
All right, so I'm going to put a momentum in, and we'll roll 3 dice, and we'll cross all our fingers. Well, that sucks.
Well, that's 3 complications for you today.
I know, and no ability to re-roll, as far as I know.
No.
All right. I get stuck.
No, you do get through.
Okay, but
You do take 1 point of damage to your right arm.
okay. Absorbed by my armor?
Yep.
All right. 'Tis but a scratch.
Yeah. These things are far more dangerous to people that aren't, heavily armored.
True.
But yeah, some poking, some prodding, but thankfully your alchemically treated armor is enough to withstand it.
Mm-hmm. I get it falls off.
But you guys safely land on the other side. Clytius, in your torchlight, from up ahead down this corridor a little ways, you catch the glint of light on metal.
Oh. Hmm.
Right? Something up ahead.
Is it our light on metal?
Yes.
Okay. I'm like, oh, is there an opening? There's a guy? What's going on?
We brought the glint, they brought the metal.
There we go.
Well, let's go find out what fuckery's up ahead.
Mm. Oh, I figure after 2 potential traps that there's got to be more.
Wouldn't it be a lovely treasure vault?
And yes, it does seem to be. Your torchlight shimmers off of piles of gold and silver, jewelry, crystalline orbs, statuary, an extremely fine-looking, kind of like dull grayish broadsword, jars and containers for ointments and perfumes. This is more wealth than you have ever seen in one place.
Right. Now, Claudius, before you start messing with all this, Roy, is there any reason why we can't just fill our pockets?
Well, it's also possible that it might be cursed. Stealing from a tomb and all.
It is attuned to a bad guy.
Aye, 'tis. But I think if we were to do something to the bad guy, that perhaps coming out, it wouldn't be a bad idea.
So sleep first, loot later.
Aye, I would say that's probably a good policy.
Any of these fancy orbs, the orb that you need to make them. Wasn't there an orb you needed for magic something? Oh.
Oh no, we already have that, lad. We have the Orbisols.
Hey, didn't you steal that from someone?
I'm not a thief.
Borrow it or return it to their proper owners.
Aye, well, we definitely need to use it. But I don't think we're wanting to return it to that haunted city.
Well, I mean, in any case, any of these other orbs got any additional magic that might help? I don't know.
Aye, well. Actually, yeah, Chris, I just kind of have a look to see if there's anything that seems to be sorceries.
You can give me an observation roll.
Okay.
Actually, Clytius, you can give me one too since you have ransack.
Yes, please.
That broadsword looks interesting.
What difficulty?
Difficulty is just 1.
Okay.
There we go. 2.
Really?
Apparently, I stabbed myself in the eye or something, trying to figure out what the fuck, or like a brain hemorrhage or something. Holy
Senses?
God, no, I don't have anything for it.
Damn.
No, I know I'm not. I'm not exactly an observation monster.
Hey, better now than when you're casting a spell or throwing fire around.
Oh, hell's yeah. Like technically, it's I missed everything is my consequence, and maybe my brain hurts or I step in something icky. Or I set the crap up.
You probably still got a bit of dead guy on your boot.
God, yes, probably. Well, at least they were frozen though, so we didn't. All their potential gooey bodily shit was frozen. That'd be an awful mess when it thaws out.
Dead guy slush on the bottom of your boot.
Yeah, slip. Whoop, bang.
Doompool crisis is getting pretty high.
Yep. All right. So Rory, nothing here catches your eye as being intrinsically sorcerous. I mean, those orbs might be able to be used for sorcery, but are not in and of themselves sorcerous.
Gotcha.
Clytius, as you your attention gets drawn back to that broadsword, and you realize that the dullness of it is because of the dust that has settled on it. But you can see, kind of underneath the dust, there's a sort of a rippling pattern to the steel that sword is made out of.
Damascus.
Starboy.
Oh, gotcha.
And you recognize that sword is made of Akbatanan steel.
Ooh, wow.
Made of what?
Akbatanan steel.
Okay.
Stories about these blades are that they can sever human hair that just falls across it, even if the blade is still, just laying still. They are impossible to break. The legends are that anyone who is destined to die at the point of such a blade will see their fate in the pattern of the steel.
Is the blade resting edge up or edge sideways?
It would probably be edge up, we'll say.
All right. I'll just pick up one of the gold coins nearby and drop it on the edge of the blade.
Okay. It slices right through it.
Nice butter.
Well, I don't think we should leave this here, Captain.
I know, probably not, because if something happens, someone may use it against us.
I like that. Fancy.
Yeah, Roya thinks it's all right to take. We should take it.
I
can
like I
hand
said.
it against Logri.
Well, and that would be my thing. I mean, the golds and the riches and the avarice is one thing, but this is something that could directly affect us by having someone pick it up and try to chop us into pieces.
Or, something that probably chops through dead guy pretty good.
Aye, that could be a thing.
I think Ragnar should have it, shouldn't he?
Or if nothing else, it'll make getting it back out through the bodies considerably easier.
Mm-hmm. If that's the case, I'd be honored to take it.
Then.
Well, it's your quest. You might as well take the fancy thing.
Aye.
It might be a bit too much sword for me.
It's a broadsword, right?
It is.
I'm good with those.
Aye.
I mean, on our last track, I got ourselves I got the giant ship, so it's only fair to spread the wealth.
Mm.
All right. So a couple things about the Akbatanan blades. An unbroken Akbatanan steel weapon, if you use it in a display, increases the damage of the display.
I know,
Ooh.
but I didn't want to be greedy.
So this particular broadsword, the base damage of the broadsword is increased by 1.
Okay, so should I just put another broadsword into my inventory, but then edit its stats?
Yep.
Okay. Come on. How do I edit things?
Okay, 1 sec here. So the second broadsword, there's like the little kind of pen and paper looking icon.
Oh yeah,
Right.
there it is.
Right to the left of the trash can.
Oh,
Okay.
right.
So
In details, yeah.
yes.
So instead of base weapon damage 5, it'd be 6.
Yep.
Ooh, fancy.
And then under qualities, just
Qualities.
scroll down until you find fearsome.
Fearsome.
It has fearsome 2.
Oh, God.
Yep. So that means every effect that you roll also does 2 mental damage on top of the physical damage.
Okay.
Looks like my thing's being weird.
And they say, fear my blade. They ain't kidding.
It's not letting me open up qualities anymore. I think I might need to refresh 1 sec.
Okay, 1 second.
Yeah, I think the Fearsome 2 adds 2 dice of damage to the displays.
It does.
Okay.
And making these things
Oh.
is so difficult.
Heat, beat, fold, repeat.
Thank you, Chris.
Yep, got it. So yeah, and it also has piercing 2.
That's cool.
Damn.
Aye, so what you're saying then is now if Ragnar can't kill it, run.
It's typically been my rule of thumb anyway.
I will stow the battle axe to use the broadsword.
And just so you're aware, using this sword around anyone who might even remotely know what it is automatically generates a complication. Usually tied to people going like, oh shit, what is that? We need it.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad I don't know fuck all about it then.
So what you're saying is when around like more other people, keep the blade wrapped if it can be.
Yes. And
You're walking around with the King's Ransom, right?
yeah, you know,
Yeah.
don't take it to like a city like Shadazar.
Rory, I'm gonna need your help to probably come up with something durable enough to wrap this thing.
Aye.
We can make a special special sheath for it.
And Rory, you said that these gems here, these horrible gems, they're not magical, right?
Oh, the
The incredibly
here.
portable, valuable looking ones right here.
Aye, the orbs that are here are not innately magical, but they might be useful for someone who's looking to cast something, perhaps.
Yep. Good. All right. And while they're all distracted by that sword, Chris, I'm gonna fill my pockets with gems.
Okay.
We're going to pretend we don't notice.
Yeah.
As soon as we saw the room, it was like Claudius is going to fill his pockets.
Yeah.
Nobody is paying us for this job. Okay, nobody.
Oh yeah, I know.
So yeah, there's plenty to fill your pockets with here.
Excellent.
Carol's not taking nothing.
Don't waste your time with money. Gems are where it's at.
Gems are on.
Right. So continuing on your way. The hallway continues to a large room that is taken up almost entirely by a black pit. There is a door on the far wall opposite you. There is no bridge over this deep pit, but you do see the remnants of where there was once a bridge.
Mm-hmm.
And as you glance down, your torchlight catches hundreds of like writhing corpses at the bottom of this pit.
Ugh. Ugh.
How does it get worse?
I don't know.
And the door across from you has similar runes to the door that led into this tomb in the first place.
Mm.
Are they still shiny or?
They are not.
Aye.
How far across is the pit?
It's about 20 feet.
Oh God. Okay. Is there like a ledge going around or?
There are in the torchlight light. There's what looks like a ledge that goes around.
Is there anything like pillars or anything in the previous room, the treasure room?
Nothing super large. But they would be like the little kind of pedestals that statuary and stuff would stand on.
Ugh. Crap. Nothing. Say 20 feet long.
No, nothing even near that.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
How deep is the hole?
It looks like it's probably about a good 50 or so feet down to the writhing mass of corpses.
Yeah, gotcha.
That's not good.
Why aren't these assholes frozen?
Oh, they probably were before the magic got dispelled.
Son of a bitch. I don't suppose the treasure in the treasure room is 50 feet deep.
No.
It's a shame. Well, I guess we're stuck.
Well, do you think that maybe you could skirt around the edge and get to the door without falling in? Tie a rope to you or something?
Is there anything at all along the edge?
Well, there's like the kind of like the ice cavern wall where the structure is largely encased in ice. It looks like if that ice was gone all the way, this would just be open to the elements. But as it is, there's like ice walls around both sides of it.
Fuck.
So things you can put climbing shit in.
Yeah.
Well, Ragnar, can you like with that sword? Can you cut us?
That's what I was just thinking. If I were to strike the ice wall with this sword,
It would cut into it.
Hmm? Oh, well, you might be able to, rather than coming at it head on, perhaps, lad, if you took the sword, and you notice right here, we're looking at an ice sheath here on the door, well, the ice right there is attached to the wall, so if you actually were to sever it, theoretically, it would just fall off and fall into the pit.
yes.
Gonna try to like basically avalanche into the pit.
Yes.
Alrighty, sure.
Well, let's all back up, but maybe put a rope on Ragnar.
Aye, tis just in case.
Sounds good, yeah.
Underground avalanches. Why not?
Oh. Yeah, but hey, come on! If this were a TV series, think of this scene. It'd be awesome.
Right.
Writing this, the guys are like, "God, you guys hate our budget, don't you?"
Look out below, you froze. No, it's fine. They'll just do it with CGI and like styrofoam boulders.
Yeah.
So kind of like sensing up. I mean, Rory's a skilled craftsperson. Kind of sensing up where this ice shelf might be the weakest. You kind of like, okay. Kind of plant your feet, get ready, take a swing, and yeah, the sword cuts into the ice like nothing.
Like hot knife through butter.
Yep. But I am going to need you to give me a difficulty 2 athletics test.
Okie dokie.
Spend whatever you have to.
I'm gonna spend a fortune.
There we go.
There we go.
Right. So you swing with the sword, and the ice, it starts to crack, and everybody else is like backed up down the corridor, to what they feel is a safe distance. And this crack starts to get louder and louder, and then it starts to kind of spider web as it goes like crack, 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 crack all through the ice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Major.
And then you hear and feel a rumbling as this large chunk of ice lets go. It doesn't completely fill the pit, but it does fill enough so that you can like climb down across the ice floe and then up the other side, with the undead still like another 30 feet below you underneath all of the ice and snow. But thankfully you made the athletics test, so you do not take 6 dice of knockdown intense damage.
Yeah.
Is everybody
very fortunate?
alive?
I like to think once everything settles, I just look back. I made a bridge.
Well, that's a little excessive, don't you think?
Well, apparently this calls for certain measures.
Yeah, Clytius comes back in from the other room. It's like, I just went to. I thought someone should, protect
Here's
the
the
money.
treasure.
Yeah.
Aye, tis. Well, all right, lads. Onwards and upwards. I suspect what we're searching for is in through that door. Otherwise, why would it carry runic markings? It's probably where his tomb is.
Oh, well, I'm sure the next room's going to be just as bad as this one.
Oh, well, probably. Now, the question is whether or not, nothing looks like it's been broken out of, so, realistically, it should still be in there, I am hoping. Otherwise, finding an empty coffin would probably not be the best for us right now.
Is it bad that I'm kind of hoping it's empty?
Oh, well, it depends. It just means
I
the
think
chase
that's
will-
perfectly reasonable.
Well, it just means that the chase will end up being longer, that's all. We'll have to go find him again. Figure out where him and his dead armies are heading to.
Well, they're digging here, so he's here somewhere. Let's go find him.
Aye.
I want to get back to my ship.
Aye. Dun 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 dun.
So many athletics and acrobatics checks.
Yeah, the areas where you and I suck.
Rory and I are like, oh god, this is horrible.
Tell me about it.
That is the thing with dungeon crawls.
This place is made to kill me. I don't want to be here.
Rory's all like, "Oh God, this is wearing me down, lads. I don't know if I can take it."
All right. Making your way across this makeshift bridge, you cross into to the door, and as you approach, the door swings in slightly as you approach.
Good news, we're here.
As you enter into this room, your skin starts to crawl as you see these strange symbols written in like blue-green fire on the walls, kind of writhing as you look at them. There's enough heat emanating from them that they actually cause little rivulets of water to kind of flow down the walls.
Oh, lovely.
At the far end of the room is a sarcophagus, still
Okay.
mostly encased in ice.
Okay.
You also
Okay.
see
It's not open.
it is open.
Oh shit.
You also see over half a dozen undead servants that have noticed your attention.
Oh boy.
And the sorcerer's figure in the front just glares at you with these blue-green eyes.
I take it that's the boy we're looking for?
There is no doubt in your mind that that is Logri.
Agree the binder, I've come to bargain.
Well, Ragnar, Claudius, I'd really like to see this guy dead again.
Yeah,
Rory,
are we doing the thing, or are we?
you might want to get that orb out, buddy.
I did.
Alright, I will add one to my Doom pool for the Dread Creature.
Oh, gee.
I do need everybody to give me... only difficulty 1 discipline tests.
Discipline. I have some of that.
Jesus. What?
Nice. Good job. Good job.
Oh, Mitra, protect us.
Good. Da, 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 da.
Ragnar's just like under his breath, just gods, if you can hear us this north, you watching.
Let's
Send your
see.
Valkyries.
Yeah, I get a roll. Trey just gives me courage soak. Is that applicable here?
If you fail the roll.
Okay. And let me see here. Okay. And I'm assuming this is a supernatural threat.
Yes.
Okay, so I do have healthy superstition, which means I can spend a momentum immediately and repeatable to gain more morale soak.
Yep. So if you failed the discipline test, then you'll need to worry about your morale.
Okay. Gotcha. So we can do some of that then. And let me see. I've also got Iron Will. What does that do for me here? Stress. Oh, okay, that's recovering. Get both vigor and resolve. And the same amount of each. Blah 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 blah. Doom to report and recover. Actually, gotcha. And I've got jaded. So you have specifically blah 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 blah. Increase your maximum resolve. Okay, yes. All right. So I get a reroll and can then soak if I suck. Okie dokie.
I'll give you cover anyway, so.
Oh, you've huh?
I give cover for damage if you fail the roll, so.
Yep.
Oh yes, right. You add a bunch of soak. Gotcha. All right. So I won't take anything from my momentum pool because I think we're really going to need that. And I will then Oh, my resist.
Discipline.
Discipline, yeah. Right. I'm like, oh, yes, I got that one. It's got a really great number. And roll. Drip. Bing, 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 bing. I got
Alright.
my 6.
All right. So as as these eyes all turn towards you, Logri is going to spend Doom from his personal pool to seize the initiative.
Of course. Personal doom. Huh.
And
Dun, 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 dun.
who's he going to pick from? There's 4 of you. Since none of you have given him a reason to target anybody in particular.
I mean, there's 5 of us. You know.
That's he might kill Berkey. So we're just going to go clockwise, starting with Berkey. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No whammies.
He does target Berkey.
Ah, shit.
Oh, Berkey.
Oh, he went
Sorry.
for the guy. He went for the guy with the drawn bow first. Go figure.
He is going to use Soul Drain.
Sorry, Ragnar. But if it comes down to Berkey or us, Berkey's got a lot of soul. I'm sure he'll be fine.
We have a reason to go berserk.
This is a spell, so this is a knowledge roll.
Well, Berkey's already wounded too, so.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
is.
Well,
So that's going to be 5 successes total.
ick.
Difficulties.
Okay.
Okay,
Good lord, he's got 17. Oh. Oh.
Berkey.
So that is going to be 8 damage, piercing 3, fearsome 6, and blinding.
That was nice knowing you, Berkey.
So Logri just reaches out his hand and like this bolt of black energy just strikes into Berkey, and you can hear him scream as his soul is rent from his body.
Oh boy.
We've had him for like 20 sessions.
I mean, at this point, better him than us.
Okay. All right. You guys are up, but before we get to the point, I need to go pee.
Bio break.
All right.
Sounds
Little
good.
break.
Take a bio break before we get into this.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Hey, Tony, I'm wondering if Kara could then maybe just work on trying to affect Logri himself.
I got to get a lot closer.
Okay. I see. Well, I suspect we all do.
Alright. Logri gains some doom as a result of his feed upon fear ability.
Of course he does.
But you guys are up.
All right.
Are each of these individuals, Chris, or squads?
It's 2 squads.
Oh, it's 2 squads. Okay, that's much better. Well, we have 2 fighters.
Aye. Well,
Make some fire happen first.
Oh yeah, I was thinking that perhaps this would be a wonderful opportunity to drop one of the big ones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So y'all stay there, and I'll just kind of scuttle over into this first area over here, so I can be in close range. Whop, bing.
Okay.
And I will let fire happen.
Okay.
All right. So I get the alchemy underway.
Momentum there for you.
Oh yes, we'll be using the 3. Right. I'm assuming just the average difficulty is 1.
Yep.
As usual. It's been a while, I just gotta remember. Alright, we'll snake in 3 momentum. And then we'll go.
Oh, that's a great roll.
Another 20, but I have a reroll. Fucking thing. Oh, that's what, 6 so far?
It's almost every roll you made yet.
Fuck. It's trying to get me killed.
There you go.
Oh.
That's pretty.
Yeah, that's a big one. Alrighty, now let's go over to the fun part called damage. I think those are actually in. Put them all in. So this is the Hellish Brimstone D5. Alrighty, so area fearsome 1, incendiary 4. Base damage is 6.
Okay.
Alright then, let's get ready to rumble.
I mean, yeah, anything you've been saving for later. Now.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah. No, actually, I've got, I think I've got 2 of them. Alright then, damage bonuses. We just add those later, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Alright. Alright, then let's see what we got. That's a bunch of fucking blanks.
Well, you do have 4 bonus momentum if you want to spend one of those to reroll the blanks.
I would like to do that, yes. 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4. Boop, 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 boop.
Wow.
Oh, for the love of God!
Whoa.
That can't be right. Really?
How does that happen? Oh,
I mean,
well, same way about 620s I've gotten? There's no other way to re-roll those, is there?
No, once they're rerolled, they stand.
Fuck. Alright, well, I'll put the remote 3 left over.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll put them in. That at least gets me 2. If I put 3 in, will it get me to wounding level?
It does not.
4?
No.
5.
5 will.
Okay. So that'd be the 3 plus 2 extra momentum that I put in for damage. Is that okay, guys?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. And then that's exactly what we're going to do. Boom. And yeah, and 2 effects, which is nice. Can't really argue.
And so area hit the other group.
Yep. So it clears out the warriors, but the leaders of the squads are still fine.
That
Hey, that's still a win.
That's okay. And it's nice and warm now.
All right. So fire goes off.
Sears everything. Burning corpses. Ashes.
Okay. But the leaders, like the skeletons, just melt away to the flames. But the 2 leaders just glare at you, and you can see the flames kind of flicking at their icy cold skin. It does not seem to have much effect.
Yeah.
I bet broadsword will have an effect.
Yeah. See, but that's not my concern at this point. My action is done, and I have left the door open for my comrades to go do what my comrades do.
All right. So you guys are up.
Go for it, Ragnar.
I'm feeling like Ragnar didn't even pay attention to that. He's just still looking at Ricky's body for a second,
Mm-hmm.
and his eyes pan up. He's just gonna charge one of the Draugr.
Okay.
We'll say this one,
Go get him. Go get him.
and he's just gonna do the running charge in with the sword.
Okay.
He's pretending he's riding a horse.
And we're going to spend 1 for 2.
Oh, man.
But then bonus d20 or bonus momentum?
Bonus d20.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Pretty.
Yes, fortunately, I seem to be absorbing the shitty rolls for everybody.
Right. He will attempt to parry, but will not succeed.
Ooh, oh, good.
But that does mean you only have 2 momentum that you can spend.
Let's roll damage first, see what happens.
Okay.
Bingo. Mm.
Oh, juicy.
Mm-hmm. Mazel.
You've cursed me, Jeff. You've cursed me. Oh my god.
That's because we're in the
Uh,
same zone now, buddy.
The blanks shall forever be blank.
So it is 9 damage.
Piercing 6.
Piercing 6.
Oh. God.
Okay.
God.
That is enough to inflict a wound.
Oh, dear.
We'll do killing blow, whatever that talent is. Strike. Add another. It's not dead already.
That is enough to drop it.
Sweet.
That's a nice sword.
Clytius is up.
All right.
I don't even look at the other one. I just look right at Logri.
Yeah, I got it handled here. Fill your boots.
More importantly, this clears an open way for Caro to get closer.
Richardson, the greatest Asgardian to have lived.
I can't get close enough. Doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, his turn, he might come to us, but probably not.
Okay. He will successfully... No, he does not successfully parry, but you don't get any momentum on the roll.
Okay.
His ass.
Oof. Woofers.
Ah!
Ah,
This thing's broken, Chris.
hands.
Sorry, I've infected everybody. See, look, you came into the
Yeah.
same zone with Rory. That's the problem.
Oh, he's got another attack anyway.
Okay. So you do 7 damage.
Yep.
His shield blocks some of it. He does not take a wound at all.
Oh.
Hit him again.
Is it? What if we spend one for? What if we spend one for Blood on Steel for the 2 extra?
Still not enough to cause a wound. It'll be 2 extra vigor damage off him, but not enough for a wound yet.
All right, then I guess we'll just save it.
Okay.
Save it for a offhand attack for 1 and 1 for 2 momentum. Or 2 extra days.
That's pretty.
He will spend a doom to parry.
Doom spends is good.
Yep. Always.
You do hit him, generating 1 momentum in the process.
All right, that'll be 1 back in the
Yeah.
pool.
Okay.
There we go.
Hey!
Broke the curse.
Right. His shield and armor stops all of that.
Wow. No piercing on the knife?
It's vicious.
Oh, it is vicious. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 9 damage. He stops 6 of it.
Mm. All right.
Okay.
Piling up the bigger hits.
Right. Karo.
That thing's still standing? God damn.
Yep.
Not all of us got magic swords today.
Shoot with your bow.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm going to move to get cover from Logri. Assuming this crystal exists.
Yep.
And I'm going to shoot the dogger with the arrow.
Okay.
Not actually very good at this, but
Chew.
Stranger things have been known to happen.
All ones.
I'm going to spend a fortune.
Cool. Mazel.
Good thing I did.
Probably
Yep.
for the best.
Okay.
Is it going to try to dodge? Or?
Nope.
I was hoping to get 2 doom out of that.
Bum, ba-da, bum.
It will get its shield up.
I only do 1 damage anyway to the head.
Okay.
It's not worth spending momentum on, I don't think, unless the thing's really hurt.
It's not. You're not going to do any damage. It stops 5.
Yeah, so.
Okay. The Draugr's turn. It is going to attempt to hit Clytius with its rusty broadsword.
Parry that, Clays.
Actually, no. It is going to use its nails. I think. Yeah, it's going to use its nails.
All right, so there's definitely a reach differential.
Yep.
Clays, you have that reach thing? Oh my god.
Dear Lord.
Costs a lot of doom, though.
So it reaches forward with its bony hands on Clytius.
Yeah, okay.
Generating 5 momentum in the process. So that is going to be to your right arm for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage.
Viva la armor.
Yeah, there's no piercing, right?
No piercing.
You got a
Okay.
shield, right? Got a shield?
No shield.
Okay.
But I am Iron Skin, so I got +1 to my soak in all locations, and I've got 7 damage to take a wound, just a scratch. So right arm takes 5, which is not a wound.
Okay. And I am going to spend a doom as this bone-numbing cold flows through you, and you take 3 points of fatigue.
Hmm. Way that can be shrugged off?
No.
Oh.
Yep, that's as soon as we stop fighting.
Yes. I suppose.
Right. Logri, at the start of the next round. The first thing he'll do is he'll spend 4 doom to raise out his arms.
Oh, look.
And the Draugr that Ragnar killed gets back up. And another one pulls itself out of the ice.
Oh. Oh, dear.
This is not what your mother meant when she said make more friends.
And then I will spend a doom to take the initiative for Logri. And he will grab his staff. This black wooden arcane staff.
Oh, dear.
Sounds vulgar.
It does, kind of. And he will basically just slam it onto the ground.
Oh, dear.
As I find my spell. Alright.
None shall pass.
And he will cast a spell.
Let's hope there's lots of complications.
We're all in the same zone, too. Oh, wow.
Alright, thanks to his staff, he gets to re-roll as many sorcery dice as he likes.
Such a fleeting hope we had there for a second.
Well, just gotta cross your fingers some days.
Alright, difficulty goes down by 1 because of the staff, so it's a success, but doesn't generate any doom in the process. So I need everybody to give me a difficulty 2 resistance roll. As he slams the staff into the ground, and the ground around you just erupts, and the ceiling starts to collapse on you, and the walls start to fall.
Ugh.
Difficulty 2 resistance. Failure means you take a wound.
Take it my thing doesn't help me on this one.
It does not.
You said difficulty 2, Chris?
Difficulty 2 resistance.
I'm going to spend my last fortune, I think.
Same.
Ooh, look at Clytius go.
Double 20s.
Oh no.
This cover did not help at all.
The cover,
Oh
Good.
man.
The cover is covering it.
the cover exploded all around Caro.
Or restart the spell.
Well, I have to make a resistance roll first, so let me see if I survive that.
Say that's a wound, Chris?
It's a wound, and the wound you already have reopens.
Yep.
Ouch. Alrighty, I am going to steal 2 momentum for my roll. Because if nothing else, I need to stay standing. And alright, where are your resistance? There we are. And we'll get 2 momentums. And difficulty is 2. Alright, crossing all the fingers.
Wow.
It's trying, the game is clearly trying to kill me.
It's working.
Again, anything I can spend to take care of that or not?
Sadly,
I do
no.
have one. I do have one. I have reroll for 1.
Okay.
I guess I'll have to hope
If you
for.
if you have the resist reroll, you can reroll any fails once.
Perfect. Yeah, if you have Hardy, it's all of your failures you can reroll.
That's one of the ones where it's different. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Okay. I did not know that.
Yeah.
May reroll any dice.
You gotta be careful with those because some of them are different.
Yeah, I know. I was like, it's more than just 1. Oh, sweet. All right,
That's
let's
value,
yeah. Let's hope that. Yeah, I like it. Ooh, I'll really get my 2 then.
Well,
It's better.
I don't know what to tell you.
I
That's just unfortunate.
Jesus Christ, Forge wants me dead.
There always has to be somebody in every game. And if Anita's not playing, it has to pick at random.
All right, so that's a
Pretty
wound.
much, yeah.
True.
That is a wound. When we made our Twilight 2000 characters, one of our group starting items was D100 liters of fuel. Anita rolled 1.
Literally 1. Thanks for the coffee cup of fuel, guys.
Yeah, we figure it's like the last dregs that she couldn't quite pour out of the jerry can. All right.
This was full when we started.
Logri is going to spend a doom for a swift action.
That's him rolling again, I assume.
Yeah, and he is going to do display of sorceress might.
Oh, God. Hey, we're all close. That's good.
Advantage of being in the same zone, I guess.
Well, that's 4. This is a brutal display, though.
Yeah, it uses his sorcery too, so.
Yeah. Absolutely disgusting.
So that's 1 and then 2 extra because of his inhuman willpower. So 3 gives him 1 doom. Damage is only 5. Plus his personality bonus.
Only 5 base.
Yeah. Fucking Jesus.
So that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 mental damage.
I give everyone 4. Not myself, but everyone 4.
Yep. I have a natural soak of 2.
So you only take 2.
Yeah, I've got other things though in that armory. Let me see here.
Take 6 into trauma.
Okay, because it's intense, you take a second one.
Why not?
Clytius is apparently too tired to be scared.
Apparently, I mean, Clytius has a ton of courage, and then the 4 extra from Caro.
Yeah.
Question. Oh, never mind. Well, no, I guess. Actually, if I actually take resolve damage, does my trauma open up?
No, it's only if you take another trauma.
Gotcha. All right, so I will actually then just take the 2 resolve.
Okay.
Rather than spending. We're going to need the momentum for other things.
Okay.
Oops.
And I think everybody other than Caro should be fine because he only did 8 and then that 4 soak. So Caro, however,
Unfortunately, it doesn't protect himself.
you're having serious second thoughts about dealing with this guy.
I did at the front door, let alone this door.
You're the one that said we had to come. I don't know why you're getting.
Shut up and kill him.
All right, you guys are up.
Hooray!
I will take out the orb and begin the ritual.
All right.
Let's activate this bad boy.
This candle.
So that is a sorcery roll.
Spooky.
Spend whatever you need to spend.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have we're gonna put talent on. My last, I think, fortune goes. No, I have 2 actually. So fortune. So glad I kept that. So all right then. Hoop and boop. Let's go to that and. I don't think I have any. What does that give me? Gotcha. Okay. And then what does that give me? Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So sorcery test. All right. And I am going to put a fortune on it. Boop. And I'm going to put a momentum on it. Boop. What's the difficulty?
Difficulty is 2.
Okay. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. And extra things are always good. Okay. Well, considering how I've been rolling, this is probably going to be a disaster, but I'll apologize ahead of time, guys.
It's fine. You're our only hope.
Help me,
pressure.
I'll be around.
Oh, wow.
Oh, look at that.
Forge has decided maybe I get to live.
The bell curve exists.
So yeah, so
Oh,
as you
shit.
pull the orb of souls out, and you start focusing on it and concentrating on it, you don't notice because you're focusing on the orb, but the rest of you notice. You see this other form superimposed over Logri. This thing your brain can't even begin to describe it. Your brain assumes it has arms and legs and a head, but really that's just your brain compensating for what it can't comprehend. And it looks like it's trying to pull away from Logri's body as Rory starts to incant over this orb. But it can't quite seem to break free of him, and it gets pulled back into his body, and he looks like he's a little discombobulated. Basically, activating the orb creates it doesn't create an advantage for you guys, but it creates a ongoing complication for him. So until they do something to disrupt the orb, everything Logri does is 1 difficulty harder.
Cool. All right.
Sounds good.
I got the ball.
So mine's pretty easy. How far can I move as a standard, Chris? 2, right?
You can move 2 zones as a standard, yes.
Okay, so standard action, I'm going to move 2.
Okay.
Plop, 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 plop.
Now look this fucker in the eye and start espousing about how I've killed gods. I am not falling to this fuck. And I'm going to see if a Trident actually works on him.
Never know till you try.
Should I bother rolling? Or?
You can roll.
Yeah, so I'll spend 1 momentum for secondary action. Obviously, I needed to spend my action to get here.
Yeah.
Maybe he's tragically insecure. And you can make him feel bad about himself.
I'm going to try.
He will spend a doom to resist.
No doubt. All right, so we got 5 momentum, eh? I don't need to use momentum because I get bonus d20s.
Mm-hmm.
I am awfully hurt, though, so this is probably not going to work. Technically, I hit.
He got 4 successes total.
I needed 3 to hit anyway, so.
So he looks at you and he kind of like this smirk comes across, and his face, like his icy face, kind of cracks as he smirks at you.
That's all I got, boys.
Better than shooting an arrow at him.
Oh, wait, I still have a... No, I don't. It doesn't matter. It's fine.
So, is the orb ready to go? Like, is it...
It's on.
It's able to now be volunteered for?
Yep.
To make it over to Rory.
Okay.
I'm fully willing to potentially take an attack if I have to make it over to Rory.
Okay.
Well, why don't you kill that thing in front of you and then come over?
Yeah, you're the one that chops through them like butter.
I'll try to, sure.
Yes, God, yes. And if worse comes to worse, Rory can just take on the responsibility. I am the youngest of all of us.
Yeah, but the captain's had more mates. He's probably got more kids.
I'm going to spend 1 for 2.
Okay.
That'll do.
It'll try to parry.
Yes, jokingly, Caro is probably like got no line of suitors now that he's a rich man. The only criteria is, if you want to be the wife, you got to have at least 5 kids.
It tries to get its shield up in the way, but does not.
Dun, dun, dun.
Nicely done.
Dun, 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 dun. Bonanza.
So that's going to be 11.
Good lord.
That is enough to cause a wound.
If
Piercing
it doesn't,
6, too.
if it doesn't fall, I'll spend 2 to add another.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, that's much 11. Yeah, that's not enough to cause 2 wounds because its armor and shield is so quite a bit. But
Talking,
wait,
if I added 1 wound, I'd do killing strike.
It's piercing
Maybe
6.
Have another wound.
yeah, it is piercing 6. So that's going to be 11 that gets through. Not quite enough to cause a wound. So you do need to use the killing strike.
Do that then.
Or sorry, not quite enough to cause a second wound.
I was like, dear lord!
And now I'm booking it to Rory.
Okay.
I'm offering my bloodline.
Okay.
Ah.
That will take us to Clytius.
Yeah. I'm just trying to hold my own here against some Draugr.
Got this.
It slices, it dices, it julienne.
Haha! Cancel 20s!
Right. So as you slam into it, your battle axe breaks from the brittle cold, but so does its shield.
Okay.
And you do successfully hit it, and that hit happens before your shield, before your axe breaks.
Alright.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's been a good run, Axe.
Uh,
I'm gonna re-roll that 1 and try for a little more.
Greedy.
Yep.
8, 9, 10, but it doesn't get its shield, so that is enough to cause a wound, and then because of the intense, it drops.
Eat.
Yeah, and my battle axe falls away, broken, and I just let it go.
Drop
So many
another,
things with that X. I'm gonna miss it.
and
Yeah,
drop
me too.
another one. Well, I can attempt to fix it if we live.
I'll move over to the next guy, and I'll draw out the coral knife as I go,
Okay.
and I'll spend 1 and 1 more to try and plunge it into his freaking eye.
Okay.
Well, I mean, they're kind of smoldering. They're an easy target, right?
He will try to parry. He gets 2. Your difficulty would have been 1 higher, so 2. Tie goes to you.
Cool.
Viva la
Reroll the
die.
flanks.
Oof.
Huh, there we go.
Oof.
And this thing has piercing too, so
Okay, so you're going to ignore 2 points of his soak. So he soaks 5, so he's got 3, so that is 6 damage gets through, which is enough for a wound.
alright, it is not intense. Do I have Killing Strike? Give me a second. No, I don't. I didn't mean to buy it though. We haven't had a long time to do test stuff, so.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
But you do like stab into his leg and kind of wrench it out, and he's kind of hobbling around. But he is gonna swing at you with his broadsword.
Good news, Logri's already gone this round, so.
No.
I still have 2 reach with even with knives, so.
Okay.
Because I got the adaptable combatant.
Oh, nice. He's got a reach of 2 with his broadsword, so.
Okay.
Damn.
Jeez, if you're gonna roll all 2s and 1s,
So he's gonna swing his broadsword mightily. That is going to be 7 damage to your right arm.
right? That'll go down to 4.
Okay. And he'll spend the doom to inflict 3 more fatigue.
Jeez.
Oof.
Tank's got a tank.
So yeah, you can feel like you can't feel your fingers or your toes anymore. And this thought comes to Clytius that, he's not likely to die to an enemy's sword, but he's likely to die frozen to death.
Yeah. And he's just like, not like this.
Not like this.
Okay. Next round.
So I imagine under his shattering teeth, he's just like, oh, blessed Mitra, keep me warm.
Logri is going to summon forth some more Drogar.
Is he stealing initiative again?
He will.
Crap.
And he will stare at Karo.
I'm afraid of you. Yes, I am. Actually, I'm very much afraid of you.
And he will try Soul Drain on you.
Ooh.
I was hoping to get enough that I could disarm that staff, but
Yeah.
Oh, he's barking up the wrong tree here. Karo doesn't really have a soul.
So the difficulty on this is 3. Goes up 1 because of the complication from the orb, and 1 more because you're within his optimum range.
Is Caro a ginger? I don't know if we know for sure, do we?
He's not a ginger, no.
Ooh.
He does not roll well enough. Oh, his target number should have been higher, but that still would not be enough.
Ooh.
And it's not sorcery, so he doesn't get to re-roll the complication.
You lived.
Yeah.
Day and over, yeah.
Yeah.
Just standing in defiance.
So he reaches out and he tries to rip your soul out of your body, and you can feel it, and you know, like, if he succeeds at this, you are probably dead.
Execute soul drain.
Kind of do that coming in here.
But
Error 404. File not found.
well, that's the problem. It's like I said. I don't think Error actually has a soul, so he can't take it.
And as he does, he kind of like lurches, and Karo, you're up close, and you see this alternate form kind of like filter over his features, and he momentarily loses control of the Draugr. So for this round, the Draugr will not be able to attack. That's the complication that he gets.
I will 100% take that.
Mm-hmm.
Caro's in pieces right now. He's beat up like 2 wounds, 2 traumas.
So you guys are up.
Is this ready to go right now? Can I do this right now?
That would be great.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've opened it up. I'm assuming it's doable.
I'd like to do the thing then.
Okay. All right. So you basically pledge your line to keeping Logri at bay.
Logri the Binder, Ragnar Sigurdsson, the greatest Asgardian to have ever lived. Pledge my bloodline to banish you once more.
And so humble.
Perfect. And Ragnar can give me a lore roll. Actually,
All right.
We'll say your choice. Actually, lore or discipline.
I will probably do discipline because it's 1 higher.
Okay.
And just the difficulty 1.
Yeah, it's contested basically.
Do you have a fortune left?
I don't.
Oh.
I
Well, you got 3 momentum in the pool. I'm just saying.
I'm going to use all of them.
Exactly. Go big or stay home.
I don't remember staying home ever being an option. I'm just saying. Do you have Hardy?
Courageous, actually.
Of courageous.
Right. I forgot discipline. Courageous lets you reroll 1 die.
You might roll a 1.
I might.
Not.
Oh, I saw the 1.
Damn it!
Clearly, you are not worthy.
All right. So as you intone this, you know now that the Logri's soul, his fate is sealed. All you need to do is put him back to rest.
You just gotta kill him.
What do you think I'm doing?
Then with that, can I actually move up to the next zone then?
You can, yep.
Well, I'm getting closer.
Help.
It's just sword out, charging forward.
Yeah. And Karo, you see, like, these Draugr, if they could breathe, would be breathing down your neck, but they seem to be momentarily confused and discombobulated.
I'm going to do the old steely glare while I'm here.
Okay.
Captain, don't back down from nobody.
Who are you targeting?
Oh, Logri. I assume he's got to defend, but at least cost him doom, right? Failure. I don't. Oh, I have one reroll.
Oh, come on.
Said reroll.
Oh,
Ooh.
Right.
What?
So
my
you-
difficulty's
Ooh.
3, though.
So you got 1 momentum. He also only got 1 momentum.
Ah, Ty goes player.
I will spend the doom to. No, actually, I won't. My doom pool's getting really low.
Oh, you can if you'd like.
No, I'm good.
Go ahead.
we'll use that for more destructive stuff later.
All right, base damage is okay. That should be good. I'm gonna give you 1 doom to reroll the blanks.
You can't. You can give me doom to buy extra dice, but not for rerolls.
I'm not gonna give you doom to reroll the dice, and we don't have momentum. So yeah, so that's 7 piercing, 3, 6, 9,
Oh, that
and
gets.
stun.
He ignores the stun.
Damn it! My fight, boys. Yeah, but still 7 with 9. With 9, not bad.
Okay. That
So
does.
that's a wound.
It is enough to cause a trauma.
Perfect. Make sorcery harder. And I can move, right?
Yep.
Uh,
Yeah, because actually, yeah, because you're not in combat with anybody currently. So yes, you can move.
I'm gonna hide behind this thing.
Okay.
He hasn't seen me running up behind him yet.
Oh wait, Chris, I can give you doom for momentum, though, right?
Only for certain things. Only to buy dice.
Okay, so can I give you 2 doom to disarm him?
No.
Nice try.
Damn it!
Yeah. There's a very limited amount of things you can give me doom for.
Just attacks, basically.
Buying extra dice, buying off things like stun and knockdown and stuff,
But not effects.
but not effects.
Okay, I'm just gonna book it.
Okay. All right, Clytius, you're up. And I think Rory hasn't gone this round yet either.
No. ITS to kill hopefully that draw tree.
Oh, Gladius is getting real tired. I think. Tell me if I'm crazy, Chris. I'd like to use athletics to just like wrestle this Draugr and just start pushing him back.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Maybe slam him into that coffin there. If I can shove him that far.
Yeah, we'll give that a try.
Jump back into it.
That's 1. That'll make it 4.
Okay. He got 2, which will also make it 4. Because of his inhuman brawn. But Ty goes to the player.
All right, if I can, I'd just like to shove him into the next zone and slam him into like the coffin that Logre used.
The edge of the coffin.
Kind of amped. Yeah.
Yeah, you can push him. It's not going to inflict. Actually, we'll say it'll do four dice of damage.
Okay.
Basically, like 2 damage, 2 base damage plus your damage bonus.
Okay. So that'll be 6.
No, 4 total.
Oh, okay.
Because I think your damage bonus is 2, right?
Yep.
Yep. So yeah, 2 for the attack
Okay.
and then 2 from your strength.
Oh.
Okay. So yeah, you slam him back. It doesn't do any damage or anything to him, but you do successfully move him a good distance across this floor.
I was hoping to rattle Logri and create an opportunity for Ragnar to get in there.
Yeah.
Because Clytius' arms are numb. He's cold.
He wasn't scheduled to come in today anyway.
It's getting hard to fight, yeah.
Right. That will leave us to Rory.
Right. So does this thing have to be maintained?
No.
Okay. However, I am probably the one that can.
I got them grouped up for you.
Easily, take his soul thing, or is it that all going to go to Ragnar?
Right now, basically, all that needs to be done at this point is Logri needs to be put to rest, and then then the binding will be complete.
Gotcha. All right then. Well, we'll come up here. We'll move that zone. Blah 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 blah. Boop. And so I'm gonna use one of the. Hey, yeah, there's nobody in that zone but him and his buddies, right?
Correct.
Oh, okay. Where are you? Let's go have a look here. Let's go to check the thing. Oh, I have another one. Oh, yeah. So we're going to use my, again, top end D5. And we're going to try to ignite the area and do all the good shit. Ooh, yeah.
All right.
Napalm in the morning.
Yep. Smells like victory. Oh, hey, Chris.
Yep.
Do we get in trouble from a Twitch feed for, quoting movies and stuff?
I don't think so.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Otherwise, man, we're in big trouble.
Oh, no. They might demonetize us.
The only thing you get in trouble for is if you had, an actual, song playing.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You can quote movies, and you can even, sing part of a song, because it's technically considered cover at that point.
Cool. Well, that's good to know. Right, so in this particular case, we are going to go with a nice alchemy roll. And... Oops, let's get back here. Alchemy. Yep, fine. And... we are going to spend my last fortune.
Do it.
Well, there's no momentum to use, so fuck it. Yeah, we'll just do that fortune, and life will be good. We'll roll some dice, generate some momentum, hopefully. Okay. No whammies, but that's a hit. Yes?
That is a hit, yep.
You do have a reroll.
Huh?
You have a reroll.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I guess.
If you're brazen.
Well, I'm just. If I fucking roll another 20, the odds. Yeah. It seems like it could be a thing. This is a success. I'm just happy to roll damage at this point.
Right.
Safe than sorry, right? But I did generate one momentum, did I not?
What's the range on your thing? Close?
Oh, right. I had to use one for the range. Never mind.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Ding, ding.
Good fortune point spent, though.
Oh, yes. Otherwise, it would have been fucking jack shit. Right. So, let me get up my belongings here, and we're going to put up the old hellish brimstone, and we're going to do some damage. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Yeah. Oh, much better. Better than that last one. Holy shit. There we go.
Right. So that is going to be 7. It's going to hit all of them.
Mm-hmm.
With beautiful fire.
Yeah, area, incendiary, Freeman, set them on fucking fire. Gonna light the place up for a bit. I don't know if fearsome does anything to them, but whatever.
Fearsome will do 3 mental damage to them.
Oh, okay. Sweet. Burnings. 30 burnings.
Yep. So Logri catches on fire. The area doesn't like them on fire, so the other two take some blowback damage, but are not on fire.
Gotcha.
Logri, however, is on fire.
Woohoo!
Couldn't
Burn,
happen to a nicer
baby.
fella.
Burn, baby, burn.
My favorite necromancers are always on fire.
Yeah. And I think that's everybody. The draw guard don't get to act. Start of the next round, you can roll 4 dice of incendiary damage on Logri.
Sweet. In my days. Some 6s. This is cuatro. Sanko says. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, it should be 4 dice on it.
Huh, that was weird. Right, I will just pretend that didn't exist.
Yep.
And yeah.
For the little dice roller, just click the D6
Yeah.
4 times. That's
I know.
Don't try to add.
I totally forgot.
That's
Hey, no
fine.
worries. It's been a while, yeah.
46.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, nice.
Boom.
Because those 3 5s mean that the burning will continue for 3 more rounds.
Burning! I'm burning for you.
Okay. Logri will seize the initiative because he's got a sorcerer to deal with.
You don't want to die with Doom.
So he is going to reach out, and he is going to cast Dismember upon Rory.
Oh, dodge that, Rory.
Reach out and touch face. This must be really hard for him to do, though, because he's got the added complication. He's on fucking fire, and he's probably quite hurt.
He actually doesn't seem to care too much about the fire,
Yeah, well.
and he's
Still does,
he's actually not wounded at all.
What?
Yeah, it's a ranged combat spell, too.
Yeah.
Uh,
In fact, I'm another zone away is a thing.
yeah, it'll make his difficulty to hit you with the spell harder.
Good.
What are the odds that a spellcaster is also good at ranged combat?
Mm.
Okay. So that's going to be 3 successes,
Mhm.
plus 2 more, 5 successes on a difficulty of 2. Gives him 3 doom.
This guy's not done yet.
Not even close, probably. Oh, well, shit. So what can I do to resist?
You can give me a doom to make a acrobatics roll to dodge out of the way if you like.
So otherwise, okay, so what's the bad part of this? What does it do?
It does a fair bit of damage, and if it kills you, it rips your heart out of your body. It's not likely to kill you in a single hit.
Right. Armor or not?
Armor applies.
Okay. All right, then. I give you Doom. I can make a chance. Maybe I get lucky.
Yep.
But I'd still have to what? Equal 5 successes?
No, that's his to cast the spell, and then he needs to actually hit you with the spell, because Dismember is poorly written.
Okay. So he's cast the spell.
Yep.
And then he will attempt to hit me?
Yep, and then he spends a doom for his second standard action to try to hit you with it.
Gotcha. So can I wait to give him the doom until we see if I get hit?
No, you have to declare defense before I roll.
Gotcha. Okay, well, I don't normally do this.
Yep.
So in that case, what I will do is, I'll give you the doom and I'll make a roll.
Okay.
I might suck, it might not work, but hey, it's better than nothing, right?
Yep.
Dismember's disgusting. Yeah, you want to dodge.
Yes. I understand. It's not a good thing. So, acrobatics?
Yes.
Okay. I completely suck at that, but...
Time to get good, scrub.
But if you got no arms,
So,
Any way I can avoid danger on that?
no.
But it could be survival. All right. Well, everyone, cross all of your fingers. Oh.
toes across too.
Alrighty. So just a average. Do you want?
Yep.
All right, and then see. Hope cross my fingers. Hope I get actually a success or two. Two would be great. What? Oh. Okay.
Oh, Rory.
Oh, I know. I'm probably dead. Oh well. There may not be any coming. Oh yeah, kill the healer. Fuck yeah.
I will spend a doom.
It's the downside to throwing fireballs, right?
True. You become a target.
Mm-hmm.
I'll re-roll the 2 blanks. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage.
2. What location would that be?
To your left arm.
All right. How much?
8.
All right. First off, I'm going to roll my shield.
Okay.
Right. So.
Rory's not a lefty anyway, is he?
Oh God, no! I'm a righty. But, however, I'm also well armored, so you know. So I will roll my 2d6. Look, and we'll see what it gives me for my shield.
Shield stops 2.
Maybe Forge wants me to live. I've got 4 in the location.
Okay, so you take 2.
All right, 2's fine. I like 2.
That armor did well. Best the money can buy.
I'm just saying. Oh, I'm counting that gold piece or whatever it took. That's beautiful, beautiful.
Beautiful.
Oh, damage. Oh, piercing 3.
Uh-oh.
So that is actually going to blow through 9 points of damage. 9 points of armor.
Okay. So I have 6. That means I take an additional 3, which I would then believe will cause another wound.
Yes, it'll cause a wound and cause your existing wound to reopen, but this particular casting does not have intent, so it doesn't cause a second wound.
Oh, thank the fuck. All right, so we'll move me down by 3 more. And we'll put another wound bucket in there. Bang and bang.
Right.
Okay, I lived.
The good news, Ragnar and Clydius are close.
Yes!
So you guys are up.
Oh, God, Lord.
And I would like to close with Logri and hopefully run him right through with the sword.
All right.
We have no momentum, do we?
None.
Nope. But we're counting on you to generate some, because you swing a nice sword.
And Cladius is actually the one that's better at generating the actual momentum.
I'm good at keeping the momentum going, but I need 1.
It's fair.
Yeah.
I'm kind of the same way.
I can rally.
Oh,
I do that.
hey. Bing, 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 bing.
Well,
Up you go.
Technically, it's not. Conan doesn't have a rally, but Chris typically lets us do it.
Yep.
So yeah, I'll give a little speech about killing gods and one necromancer's not a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
nothing.
come on.
You're nothing like Cthulhu. Screw you, laddie.
The sooner we kill this guy, the sooner we go home. We have no momentum.
Hells yeah.
Oh my god.
It is difficulty 0, though.
Yeah, and I get bonus momentum for all my talents and garb and all that shit. So
Yep.
I can re-roll the 18 to get another 18. But that's still 2. Okay, you each wanted 1. There you go, boys.
Alright, I'm going to spend 1 for 2.
Okay.
And Chris, I'm going to move.
Okay. Back further away.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'm a general. I lead from the back.
Of course.
Ragnar.
Just blinded by rage, Ragnar swings wide. Right. Clytius and Rory, you guys are up.
Go Clytius.
Oh, are you muted, Don?
AFK, maybe?
Maybe.
Well, let him up, Rory. Something
roiling.
non-area.
Still roiling after his own speech.
Ragnar too mad to hit.
Actually, I have a more interesting idea.
That's why I'm back here.
Yeah. So, in addition to the fiery things, I also have a brutal paralytic, which I was able to recreate. You know, the one I used to save Sabibi from the big tentacle?
Yep.
So, I think I might actually try using that.
Fitting.
Because, I mean, it's pretty brutal because it's 5, so it makes every action that you would have to take 5 greater. Which is, well, that's really messy.
Everything is difficulty 10.
Imagine that, eh? Pretty much shuts humans down or anything.
All right.
You may or may not.
Sorry.
You are slicing and dicing the bad guy.
Oh God, yes, excellent.
Have at
I
it.
will try and get him with my knife.
Okay.
Hang on just a minute.
Okay.
You know, you could probably grab an extra weapon off of Ragnar.
My axe is on my back.
Grab it. Get her done.
I mean, it kind of makes sense if you're going to try to paralyze him to go before Claudius.
Yes, I'd say
Okay.
so.
All right, then. Just let me 1 second, and I'm going to...
Just because it'll make it harder for him to parry, right?
Yeah, fair enough. I agree 100%. Assuming it works, but I'm thinking he's not quite an undead. He's different, so... it might work totally. Yet.
Something else.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I will, let me pop open, blah, 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 blah. Where's the code? Oh, yeah, that's right. It has its own folder. La, 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 la.
I like how Rory sings while he's looking up his talents. Gotta kill the fucker.
This is gonna suck for you.
Yeah, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We're gonna do this, but what does it do? In game. Oh, shit. Alright, no, that's too far. Right. Come hither.
It's just alchemy to start, I think.
164, 165.
And if you move in the zone, it'll make it a little easier.
Mm-hmm.
Says the guy 2 zones away.
Well, that's assuming. Oh, come on, you acrobat reader, you fucking stupid thing. 164. You can do it. There we go. All right. Blinding, reinforced fabric. Lotus pollen. There we go. La 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 la. Yeah. There we go. So it's the Catan purple.
Okay.
And it is at 5.
All right.
So, yeah, so it's bad. As a paralytic. Now, so I will use that. And let me just use that there. And come back up here to the maps. And we'll be like, okay, let's go back to the alchemy skill. Alright, so we have one whole momentum, yes?
You have one.
Okay, I would like to use it.
Okay.
And if you want to move into the zone, you can get make it a little easier.
Yeah, exactly. So I will move here.
Yep. So as Logri's kind of like moving around on fire, and he's like trying to track Rory because he's like the sorcerer is dangerous. You kind of duck and weave and come up pretty close to him and kind of toss this purplish dust in his face.
Get sand.
And the Sandman cometh. Alright, so let's see. Alchemy, there we go. Okay, and we'll take that one last momentum. And there's no other weird, like, difficulties I need to worry about?
Nope.
Okay, just average. Gotcha. Alright. Let's do a little roll. We'll see how badly I botch this.
Not bad.
Not botch. However, I want to be greedy. We'll roll the 18. Because I can, because it's alchemy.
Nicely done.
Nice.
Put a little bit more momentum back in the pool for folks.
Perfect. So this purplish dust kind of like falls over him, and he does seem to stiffen up.
Oh, it worked.
Your assessment is right. He's not quite undead.
Fuck yeah. Bing and bing.
Else.
Have at 'em, boys.
Claudius.
Hit him. Hard.
Good luck parrying now, fucker.
Don't know if Don's back yet or not. I think Claudius is the last one to go on your side too.
I think so, yeah. Kind of feel bad that I'm way over here, but then again, I kind of don't since I'm half dead.
Sorry about that, guys. Jim was coming in, and my lawnmower guy was making his last appearance for the year.
No
All right.
worries.
You're up. Logri is mostly paralyzed. Ragnar has pointed out that his battle axe is strapped to his back.
All right, yeah, sure. I'll give that a try.
Okay.
So proud.
Right. You will need to spend one momentum for a second minor to grab the axe and get into the zone where Logri is. But
All right.
You have that one momentum to
Oh
work
shit.
with.
oh, there you go.
Woofers.
That would have been a hit too. So I forgot to put in the extra dice.
All right.
One for
So
two.
4 momentum.
All right.
Woot.
Kill it.
Get
kill
that.
It, kill it.
Reroll the 3
Oh.
blank.
Mm-hmm. Oh!
Wow. Okay. It's all damage.
Not a lot of effects there, though.
No effects.
But damage is... He's burning, too.
Yeah, just 8 physical damage.
All right. So you cut into him. His armor does some, or his icy skin seems to stop a fair bit of that.
Okay.
But he's starting to look a little beat up, but has not yet actually taken a wound.
Stab him again.
I'll stab him with the offhand.
Okay.
Dun, dun.
That is a hit for 1 momentum. So 6
Oh,
yeah.
damage.
I figure now he's got more to worry about than the alchemist.
Yeah, that one's got vicious on it though. So
Yep. So 6 damage.
Yeah, 6 damage, and we'll spend one for Blood on Steel for another 2.
Okay.
And then I can spend one more for 2 piercing if that will do it.
Pierce damage, that will actually get him his first wound.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, just gonna drive the knife right in.
All right.
That is the knife of the assassin that tried to kill Kara in one of our very early games.
Yeah, tried to chop my leg off, actually.
Yeah,
Was the iron?
Yeah, that was
one of
was
the
pretty
many
sad.
times you almost lost a limb.
Yeah, like how many times has Caro actually like I've had to fix him about 6 to 8 times for his leg?
Oh, at least, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Jorgar are going to move to engage Rory, Clytius, and Ragnar.
Ugh. Oh, yeah, right. They move.
Yeah.
Although at the start of their turn, doesn't he burn?
He burns at the start of the turn. He took that damage already.
He goes separate.
So, yeah, at the start of the actual turn is when he takes the burn damage.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the second half of the turn.
Yeah.
Goes, then we go, then they go.
Okay. Rory, attack coming in. You can parry for free if you like, because you've got a shield.
Sure. Why not? I mean, I would absolutely suck at it, but I might get lucky.
If it's free, take it.
Yeah, probably not that lucky, but okay. Whoa. All right.
There goes that shield.
Yeah. That will...
Hey, look, book number 8. Okay. Oh, my God.
Hey, remember what's the matter?
I know.
I'm really
I'm
tired
just
of
like-
seeing that 20.
Like, oh, okay. I'm just like, well, all right then.
So he cleaves right through your shield and into your right leg for 4 points of damage.
My leg has 4 points of armor.
All right. No damage, so I can't use my bone-numbing cold.
Not today, bastard.
The one on Clytius.
Oh.
Ooh. Oh dear. But Clytius is a better parrier, right?
That is going to be 7 damage to Clytius's right leg.
7 will become 4, which is not a wound. I am gonna spend a fortune to fill my vigor back up before I go to 0, though.
Okay. And I will spend a doom to inflict 4 more points of fatigue.
How many points of fatigue do I take, anyway?
Every point of fatigue lowers your maximum vigor by 1.
Oh.
Would be
That's problematic.
at the moment, right?
Probably asleep.
So that would be 10 points of fatigue you've taken. So your maximum vigor is currently 4.
Excellent. Yeah.
So real sleepy, but still standing.
I'm still
Yep,
standing.
that's where we are.
Yeah.
And the one on Ragnar.
Really?
Would like to attempt to parry.
Okay.
I have a shield. The parry skill, right?
Yes, it is.
It's been a while. We'll just roll it as is.
So they will hit. with 1 momentum. I may as well spend that 1 to reroll that. That is going to be 10 damage to your right leg.
Get the shield in there.
You do.
Cool. I forget what to roll for the shield.
2 dice.
6?
Yep.
4 for.
Oh,
Ragnar?
I'm
right.
not in with anybody who has.
Oh,
other
you need the
shields.
shield wall. Yeah, yeah.
So your shield blocks 2.
Well, and I have 4 armor on the right leg.
All right. So 4 gets through.
4 is a very magic number.
And I will spend the doom to inflict 3 fatigue as well.
Right.
And you realize that the danger of these Draugr is the fact that they will just like knock you unconscious, in which case. That being said, that is the end of the round. Start of the round, you can roll your fire damage on Logri. Just 4 dice.
Boop.
Oh, that's 4.
Mm-hmm.
You could spend a momentum to roll the 2 blanks if you like.
What do you think, guys?
Absolutely. There's no effects there, so you won't keep burning.
Do it.
Gotcha. So I will. I think he's on fire for at least 3 turns, though.
He's on fire for 6 turns.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
but the important thing
However-
is the burning damage ignores soak.
Yeah, we want him to burn. Burn more.
More
Burn
burning.
more. All right, so I will
Because
roll
there's
those
nothing to
D6
come
for whatever
back.
it costs. That's what, momentum now?
Yep.
So I will roll.
Pretty soon the burning damage is going to be the only damage he's taking.
Ooh, cross your fingers.
Oh, fuck. Yep.
Worth a
Yeah,
shot,
yeah.
though.
But it
I
does.
know, exactly.
It does inflict another wound upon him, though.
Yeah. All right, good enough.
What is he gonna do? Don't have a whole lot of doom left.
If he's taking initiative,
Yeah, I'm definitely taking initiative. And I will spend my last 2 doom to cast a spell. Actually, no,
I
I
don't
won't.
like it. I don't like it a lot.
I won't actually. I will. Oh, range is close. Awesome. All right, I'm going to try a threaten attack on Ragnar. And he turns to Ragnar. He's like, "Doesn't matter how long it takes. I will hunt down everyone descended from you and make sure they die."
Well, the good news is I can hire a lot of prostitutes.
Right. So that.
Joke's on you. He'll fuck
What
anybody.
happens here?
So it's a threaten attack. You could give me a doom if you want to roll discipline to resist.
Yeah, I'll give you a doom.
Well, what's the consequences of the? Is it
It's a threat.
resolve?
It's a threat
Yeah.
attack. It'll be resolve damage.
So how's your resolve doing?
I have not taken anything to my resolve.
Okay, I would say don't give him doom.
I'll just take the resolve.
Take it.
Okay.
We can
Just
work
gonna
out any
look-
traumas later. Don't worry.
Just gonna look at him, just be ready for.
All right.
Here's 2.
Spend a doom to reroll the blanks.
Oof.
So that is going to be 10 mental damage to Ragnar, Clytius, and Rory because of area.
I protect 2.
Is there another way to soak that?
Your courage. So Karo gives each of you 2.
Mm-hmm.
You said 10, Chris?
10.
Okay. I'll take 3, I guess.
Every point of discipline focus, I gain 1 courage soak because of my courageous.
Yep.
Yeah, like my courage is 2, so that adds to the 2 I get from Karo
That's
for
correct.
4.
Yep. So you still take
Yeah.
6.
Yep.
Well, not yet. I have talents.
Oh, my courage is 1 apparently.
So you're gonna take 7, which will be a trauma.
Well, we all have one now. I mean, come on.
That's my first. That's my first.
And then I gain 1 doom for everybody who takes mental damage as I feed upon your fear. But that being said, that is Logri's turn.
Okay, now hold on. Now let me look here. Now, what? Oh no. Okay, that's when it manifests. All right. So you're not. This is not manifesting. We know he's a supernatural threat. Seriously, but
Yeah.
All right. So I can't use that now. It's all about. La 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 la. Ooh. Huh. Interesting. And what do you do for me? All right. So, well, shitballs. Okay. Yeah. So I guess it's just the 4. So.
Okay. So you take 6.
Yeah.
And another trauma.
Okay. I'm gonna have to drink an awful lot of fucking rum. I'm just.
Oh yeah, there's lots of rum in our future.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. That being said, you guys are up, and Logri is largely paralyzed, rendering his physical actions non-existent.
Ragnar, Claudius, I would like this thing to be sleeping.
I'm looking back at him. Just will be ready for it, and I'm going to swing into him.
Okay.
Yeah, be my guest.
Lots of momentum.
I am spending 1 for 2.
Okay.
Woohoo! Ding ding ding.
Clytius is very tired. He's glad to let you go first.
You're just gonna need a really long nap.
It's a good roll.
It's better than the last one.
Yeah, that is a hit.
Re-roll some things here, shall we?
Oh, blood on steel that, for fuck's sake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So that's going to be piercing 10. And
Jesus.
then 11 damage up to 16 if you spend the momentum.
I'm going to be spending the momentum.
So that'll be 2 wounds on him.
That was the blood on steel, yeah?
Yep.
Then I'm going to, if it gets the wound,
Yeah.
I'm going to then spend 2 more doom, momentum, or another wound.
All right.
Killing blow!
So Ragnar, how would you like to do this?
Nice.
As I say, I just like just swiftly, like straight up and straight down, like diagonal, like through the shoulder, down torso, swift motion, just cleave straight through him.
Right. So as Logri looks to Ragnar and basically threatens his entire line, and Ragnar just grits his teeth and says, "We'll be waiting." And then that sword comes through, that Agbatan steel, and it just like bisects him. And as he falls, like still burning, falls back into his sarcophagus as the alchemical flames consume the body. The staff is miraculously untouched. The flames from Logri seem to spread out from him, and the Drogar also all disappear with his death.
Thank goodness.
All right, lads. Now we're gonna be able to see the sun.
Well, we gotta get out of here first, but
I.
Go loot the treasure room.
I mean, looks like there's some treasure right here, but...
Yeah, there's probably some stuff in here too.
Yeah, that too.
Da 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 da. Loot, 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 loot.
All right. So yes, you guys are already aware of the traps on the way in and ways to circumvent them. I mean, there's the artificial bridge. There's the rope that you've put up. You guys are safe on the way out. Stopping by the treasury to kind of like fill up your pockets and whatever sacks you may have.
Are we taking that staff?
Are you taking the staff?
Taking that?
It's up to Rory. I don't think it's a very good beating stick.
I will take the staff and see what happens.
All right. Perfect. So yeah, you kind of think about it for a second, and then you kind of grab the staff on your way out, and it's oddly warm to the touch, and the runes glow ever so slightly when you touch it.
I'm sure that's fine. Yeah.
I'm sure it's fine. Just so you're aware, the staff works as a talisman, so it reduces the difficulty of any sorcery rolls by 1, and allows you to re-roll any dice on a sorcery test.
You can add that to my character sheet.
I'm sure there's no cost associated with that whatsoever.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh no, never,
Absolutely
never.
not.
Hey, but at least I didn't have a voice coming into my head asking me what did I want, like, after a certain, necklace I tried on.
That's right. But filling up your pockets with loot, and to the point, Clytius, you're like staggering anyway. Your limbs are all numb, but under the weight of the gold and the jewels that you guys managed to haul out, and you stumble into the bright, blindingly bright sunlight.
I will warm myself with loot.
But it seems with Logri put back to rest, there's tons of corpses laying everywhere, but none of them are ambulatory.
If we have to, Chris, I will empty his coffin and fill it with loot so that we can push it out of the place.
Just get out.
Yeah, dump his raggedy ass down one of those bottomless fucking holes.
Well, there's nothing left of his body. It was consumed by the alchemical fire, so.
Lovely.
Even better.
There's like 1,000 miles between us and the coast. We only can take so much.
Yeah, we can just tie it to the canoe.
Right there, quitter talk, Captain.
All right.
But yes, there is much gold, much jewelry.
Many things to heal.
Many things to heal.
Many things to heal.
Right. So basically, we're just gonna kind of montage scene it as you guys can make your way back through the north and into more hospitable climes, which are already starting to warm because it is summer.
What do you mean?
It's a beautiful montage.
We still have an ice worm to take on.
Nope, sure don't.
Thank you.
Caro promised.
Never going back that way again.
He totally killed it already.
But
Totally.
everybody gets 200 XP.
Ooh.
You know what would be great? Rum in a coconut. With a little umbrella in it.
Coconuts are in our future.
But
Finish up back home.
Sorry, how much XP did we get?
200.
Excellent. That gives us a truly ridiculous amount to spend.
So basically, yes. So our next session will start with a beautiful carousing phase in someplace warm.
So yes, we'll figure out, Ragnar. You can figure out how exactly you want to deal with things home. I mean, you are a legend amongst your people now.
Yeah, I'd like to establish myself as I am now chieftain of my clan. Actually, I won't put you through that much.
You inherited one, so I mean,
I was gonna say at this point I'd try to make a claim for the throne.
Yeah, that might be.
I won't put you.
Start with your tribe.
Yeah, that can be Ragnar's retirement plan: is to earn more fame and fortune to become king of the North.
Yes.
Mm.
You unite both Asgard and Vanaheim.
There you go. That's the spirit.
You know, have a proper Harkanian funeral for Berkey,
Yes.
and rebuild your retinue with a bunch of stout Asgardian warriors.
You know it. If I can get a
And more
shield maiden in there
importantly,
somewhere.
you got to put a bun in the oven in every port we sail to. Just say
Yes.
Captain's orders.
it's going to be a grand time.
The first thing he attempts to do when we return home, when he returns home.
Perfect. All right. So when we pick up, we will pick up with you guys back with your ship. We'll probably do a carousing phase, so you guys will figure out your XP expenditures. There is enough treasure for whatever reasonable gear you want to get.
Mm-hmm. And wounds and traumas.
Yeah. Wounds and trauma all healed. Probably enough to have like some gold left in your purse or your boot at the start of the next session. But
All right.
in true Conan fashion, I don't expect you guys to be hoarding your gold. But you can upgrade whatever gear you like.
Yeah.
I would like to maybe get a new axe made, Chris,
Okay.
of like the finest materials that someone will not send a kingdom after you to kill you to get.
All right. We'll say that you can get one. It won't have like the qualities of the Akbatan steel, but we can say that it's well made enough that yeah.
I'm perfectly content with something medium grade.
Something that don't break.
Yeah. So yeah, you can get an axe made that it'll be unbreakable. We'll say that.
Atlantean steel.
Means you drop it instead of break it, but that's better.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Sure.
But yeah, so we'll pick up here in a couple of weeks with new adventures on the seas.
Outstanding. Thank Chris.
Yes.
Awesome
Thank
sauce.
you.
Thank you, Ragnar, for getting us into all of this garbage. But you made us rich, so you're forgiven.
Pleasure.
There's the money. The coin is
Oh
flowing.
boy.
I have reclaimed my honor. I am now focused on whatever mission is ahead, Captain.
What? First mission, make babies.
Sir.
All babies.
Yeah. All the carousing phases. Nail as many as you can.
Onto every brothel.
I'm not
All
necessarily.
right, guys, we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, we'll see
All
you
right.
guys.
Take care, folks.
Cheers.
Everyone have a great evening.
You too.